There's so many rules in 40K, hundreds of events, and constant updates. Skip the learning curve of Warhammer and join the pros. Art of War is led by multiple world champions with decades of success. We teach clinics, stream games, and inspire you to succeed at your favorite hobby. Join our global community of gamers just like you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Art of War YouTube stream. This is a super exciting one because we're testing two armies that are near and dear to our hearts, right, Jack?
That's right. We got the Sisters of Battle. It's been a bit since I played them. I took them to Dallas Open a year ago, and I just took them to Dallas for the...
synergy right there.
That's right. It's an anniversary of my trip to Dallas last year, so I decided to play Sisters again this year. Ended up getting 5th. Art of War placed 4 out of the top 5. Pretty proud. We got Nick, impressive. We got John, we got Andrew Gagno, and myself placing in the top 5. Very proud of how we did there. But I ended up taking a version of this list very similar. I made some changes, and I'm going to be taking it to Motor City Mayhem in a couple weeks.
What's got you excited about Sisters?
Oh, they are one of the biggest beneficiaries of Armor of Contempt.
Oh, yeah.
Because they cut clean through other Armor of Contempt armies. They're made out of AP4. Tons of volume of attacks, volume of Repentia. So they're made out of AP4. So they don't care about Armor of Contempt, but they get Armor of Contempt that makes them very hard to deal with. So that means they didn't lose anything from Armor of Contempt, but they did gain something from it. So they're a big winner there.
Whereas Marines, there are a lot of AP1 and AP2.
Exactly.
They're actually affected quite significantly.
Oh yeah, Marines do not love playing into Sisters because they struggle to kill you in cover, all that, and you do not struggle to kill them. So it's... Sisters got a lot better. They're a lot more fun to play too.
Yeah. Turning over to the Adeptus Mechanicus, this is an army that has an incredibly poor win rate over the past few weeks. It's just completely tanked. It was in the 30s. There's like a 26% win rate the previous week. However, I don't believe they're that bad.
I mean, listen, Admech's win rate can never be low enough for me.
Not for you, Jack.
Not for me.
So I believe the army still has some powerful tools, but in the Armor of Contempt, which is a huge deal for Admech because it's, once again, a lot of AP1, AP2 primarily, you need extra tools, and I believe the Forge World Agripinaa, I ran it last summer. I like the tools that it has, but Mars Metallic, it's competing with some other very good ones. Now I think it is towards the top, and we're going to test out how well it does into these Sisters here, because the extra AP and shooting, massively useful, especially if you want to use your OBSEC aggressively, which I kind of do want to do in these new missions.
You take that AP1 up to AP2, suddenly I start feeling it. You take the AP2 up to AP3, suddenly it's a big deal.
More cover with the Omni Specs, very powerful combo. Yeah. They also have the Fighter Shoot on Death Warlord trait, which can result in all sorts of shenanigans, and then the Overwatch on 5s. So all amazing rules put together. They have a, and then the other thing that I'm adding here that's pretty new is the Fuselaves. Haven't run them in a while, but in a meta where a lot of armies are just trying to hide their key units, and armies like Eldar, and they're running larger bricks.
Yeah, armies like Eldar, Nids, Eldar, Sisters, Eldar.
Tau.
Eldar.
So the bombers are actually a useful tool there. Are they the best? 300 points for 2 of them is a little pricey, but they have excellent tools. They've got the Seismic Bomb Stratagem, and because I have the command uplink, I can turn off auras as well. So
seems pretty good.
2 great rules to have on the bombers.
Absolutely.
So, testing them out today. My Eradication of the Flesh game is weaker, but I think it's just weaker overall into the meta, so I'm okay giving it up, although against Sisters, it is one of the better secondaries.
Yes, quite good.
I'll miss it here.
All right, so speaking of secondaries,
why don't you run through your list first?
Yeah, so running through my list, I have Vahl. She is dope. She gives units rerolls to hit and wound. She herself rerolls to hit and wound in combat. She shoots decently. She punches really well. She's an aura of reroll ones to hit and wound. She's really hard to kill. She's just the whole package, the complete package. After her, I've got a Canoness who can turn off invulns, can make you fight last, hits fairly hard, and then can fight on death and not have her model be pulled on death. And then also can advance in charge. She's very versatile, a good damage dealer, and then if you get close, I'm just like, you don't get involved.
Yeah, just a tech tool. Yeah.
100% tech tool, I think she's really good. We have 2 units of 5 Battle Sisters, a unit of 10 Novitiates in a Rhino. We got 2 units of Crusaders. Then we've got 3 units of Repentia. We got an 8, an 8, and a 5. We have a Repentia Superior. We have a Hospitaller. The Hospitaller has Litanies of Faith and Indomitable Belief to give all of them a 5-up invuln. So it really helps with the Repentia, for example. Then we have a Dogmata. The Dogmata has the Sigil Ecclesiasticus, lets me chant an extra power and know an extra power. And the 2 that she knows in addition to War Hymn is +1 attack. The 2 that she knows are unit becomes immune to psychic powers. You don't care about that.
Not this army, but man, the top meta armies.
Oh boy.
They don't want
yeah. Into NIDS, it's nice to just take a unit of Repentia, throw them in front of their army with can't be affected by psychic powers. And then the Maleceptors struggle to eat through that. So the Maleceptors can't quite kill the unit, and then it just eats every single smite on the opposing side of the board. It's quite nice. Into Eldar, I really like taking my character, making her immune to psychic powers, and then slinging her into any Eldar player's side of the board.
Nick in particular.
Nick in particular, and then they can't psychic her out. When they shoot her to death, she stands back up, and then they have to go into combat with the unit that makes them fight last, rerolls to hit, turns off invulns.
Great combo there.
Great combo, love it. And so then we have the second power out of the 2 is generally a burner, because you can only chant War Hymn, and then this one is gain extra Sacred Rite. So you can only chant those 2. So the third one's kind of a burner. So I just picked one that's a tech choice. It's also good in 2000 Suns that are really good right now. Yeah. So very happy to have it.
You'll probably be using that one here.
Yeah.
Since I got no psychic.
No psychic. Poor you. Then I have a unit of 5 Zephyrim, 2 units of 6 Seraphim. They're in Deep Strike reserves. They have double hand flamers apiece. Then we have 2 10-man Retributor bricks with 4 Multimeltas. They're just really hard to shift and cover, and it's really hard because I can heal D3 a turn. It's really hard for armies to kill down to the Multimeltas, I've found. It's very hard for Marines. It's super hard for Tyranids, heavy venom cannons that I get 4s against in cover. Yeah, that's not doing it. So they're really good. They can just sit there and shoot all game. It's very solid. And then I have a Castigator. Finally, I have a Castigator. Castigator. This is a piece of tech that John has turned me on to, and it is super good. Cassie the Castigator just puts a ton of shots down range. Honestly, the average is 17. About half of those are strength 7 AP1 damage 2. The other half are heavy bolters, strength 5 AP1 damage 2. She's one of the only thing in the book that shoots over 24 inches with any kind of efficacy. So her and Vahl together help clear chaff, shoot things that need to be shot. You know, in 40k, if your opponent can just have a unit sitting here in the open, like it's a real big problem. Something has to kill Kroot Hounds. Like, I know they're a 24-point unit, but they have to die.
Where in the mind are those Kroot Hounds, Jack?
They're deep in there.
Frontal lobe.
But you know, she generally has something she can shoot at. She's good into NIDS, like NID warriors. You can pick up like 2 to 3 with her.
A lot of chaff in the game.
Yeah, and just having something to clear out chaff at range is vital. And sisters do not do it otherwise. And she's very cheap and very quick, and generally not worth killing.
Generally, yeah.
So your opponent will just let her shoot all game, and the amount of shots she can pump out, it actually really adds up over the course of a game.
All right, well, excited to see it. I think it also is just a very nice little tech piece. And her and Vahl is kind of the long-range firing squad.
Yeah, into Eldar especially.
Yeah. So heading over to the forces of the Adeptus Mechanicus, I'm running Agripinaa like I talked about. It is led by a Skitarii Marshal, because this is the veteran cohort, the Army of Renown, and he's got the Canic Thrall Net, as well as the Calculate Without Diversion Warlord trait, do some reduction of CP. And then I have a second Marshal. He's got the reroll 1s to hit and wound relic, and he also has the fall back and shoot that he can give out.
Okay, seems good.
And then I've got the Manipulus. He's going to pick a unit, and they're going to ignore any penalties to hit.
Solid.
And then
Don't have a problem with that at all.
Yeah, he also is just going to be giving out that sweet plus 6-inch range and extra AP, which is vital in this meta. Then I've got 3 units of Rangers, 20, 20, and 15. I have 3 units of Cerberus Raiders. 1 is a 9-man, and then 2 3-mans. I've got 3 Ruststalker units, 10, 10, and 8. And I've got 2 Archaeopter Fusilavs. Yeah. So not a lot of cheapy. No more Infiltrators, the Sterilizers, the 5-man Vanguard units. Don't have those in here. This is a lot of just testing. If I go for, I'm just bringing the absolute best units here. If the Fusilavs don't end up panning out, then I'll probably go back to just adding a couple extra just cheap units all over the place.
Yeah, seems good. It's got the highlights.
Extreme and then come back down.
Yeah, I like the list personally. I think it's very good into Eldar, especially with the bombers. They don't really have an answer to that.
It's great into Eldar because the fight on death warlord trait, the shoot on death warlord trait.
Death, yeah.
They're like, oh, my hawks are coming out to shoot you, and I'm like, well, I'm going to shoot back, so it's not going to be full unit.
Yeah, no, I definitely think this build is good into the current meta. It still has a lot of shooting. I'd be interested to see it against Nids.
Yeah.
With a lot of strength 4 shooting. Definitely a tough matchup for anyone. I mean, but into Eldar, I think this has a lot of very interesting play. Into Marines, I think it's interesting. Sisters, the whole 9 yards. So I think this is a very interesting list to start with.
All right, secondaries for me.
So I've been playing a lot recently with Leap of Faith. I took it, every time I took it at Dallas, I maxed it. Got 12 on it. So that felt really good. You have the miracle dice to make it work. I'm not even taking Beacon of Faith. Or, Beacon of Faith, I believe is the name of the warlord trait, where you gain a personal miracle die for one of your characters every turn.
Yeah, and that was just to use it as often as possible.
Exactly. Sometimes you have to sack a miracle die to something, you can burn that, etc. I wasn't even taking that, and I still maxed it a lot of times before even turn 5. So the extra miracle die you generate makes that secondary extremely good, just being able to pencil in a 12 that your opponent has no counterplay to. And I cannot emphasize that enough, no counterplay. So you just get a 12, that's awesome. I have Stranglehold, which is a very strong secondary as well. And then I have Retrieve Knockman Data, a slightly less strong secondary, but we'll get there.
I went for Stranglehold as well, grind them down. I didn't want to pick Eradication of the Flesh, even though it's good against Sisters, because I just have the 2 Bombers in this list. If it was my typical one, where I just have a Dune Rider, that thing would sit in the back, and I would pick Eradication of the Flesh.
Not like I can do anything about it.
Exactly, it just hides back there. So a little bit different there. We'll see how much of a weakness that is in this game. And then I went for Retrieve Knockman as well. Going for the 8, the 12 is just very difficult.
It is. It is. Trying to hold the center objective.
I think you're doing the same thing as just trying to get the 8 without having to take banners, which is risky.
Exactly. Banners.
Because we both pregame move, and it's just...
Yeah, if you take that down, it's just a real pain for me.
Yep.
All right.
Let's talk about some War Room Live.
That's right.
Right, Jack?
If you enjoy the War Room, then what's better than that? The War Room Live.
And you're going to be doing it very soon, right, at Motor City?
That's right. We just did the War Room Live at the Dallas Open. We did a beginner's class and we did an advanced. The beginner, and we're going to do the exact same setup over at Motor City. It was, from the feedback we got, people found it very helpful. I felt very proud of what we did, about the class that we put on, so very happy with that. The beginner's class is about coming up with your game plan, how you're going to play a match. So agnostic of what your opponent is doing, how do I, with my army, come up with a game plan to score the points I need to win a game? All right? And then the advanced class factors in your opponent, factors in what they're doing, and factors in their game plan. And then how do you change your game plan based off what your opponent is doing?
Those adjustments are crucial.
And it really is how 40K is played at the top level. That sort of looking at the scoreboard, am I down on points? How do I need to play differently? Am I up on points? How does that make me play differently? Yeah. It was a very fun class to teach. People had a good time, and we're teaching it again at Salt City GT in a couple months and Motor City Mayhem in 2 weeks. Maybe just a month and a half for Salt City. Not 100% sure.
And if you're a local, we are working on doing some War Room Live at Warfire Minis, which is our wonderful sponsor for miniatures. And they have a brilliant trade-in program. If you want to take all your old models, like we could take all of Nick's models that we never use and not painted that well, we could trade them into Warfire, and we get a ton of credit for an entire new army. Say the new squats that are coming out. If we want to save up some credit,
got the legions of, or not the legions, the something of Votan, Leagues of Votan. Yeah.
Or if you wanted Chaos, Knights, whatever it is. So Warfire, an amazing sponsor that way.
And that one is out in Ocala, Florida.
Ocala, Florida. So if you're in the local Central Florida area, that's going to be a lot of fun. John, what do you got for us?
All right, I got 2 things for you. The first one is a 4-month subscription from a Fluff Cruncher Mini to the War Room Podcast Bundle.
Welcome in.
Thank you so much. His question is, congrats to Nick on the GT win. Loving the latest content. Richard, the post-match review that you did recently, it was a real highlight. But his question for you is, can Admech be played without Ruststalkers? He hates building the Sicaran box after the 10 infiltrators he did.
That is a question that I believe the answer is a resounding no. They are quite possibly the strongest unit in the book. It's close with Rangers and the combos you can do with Rangers, but Ruststalkers provide that extra dimension. The speed of them in the veteran cohort and the amount of damage, they are one of the few high AP units, and they also pump out mortals plus additional damage. They are pretty crucial to how the army plays. They're able to keep your opponent back, because like if Jack deployed here, I could just send so much damage into him.
Yeah. The way I thought about the Admech matchup for a while is if they had 1 Ruststalker unit, 1 to 0, I'm good. 2 is like, okay, that's a little hard. 3 is, all right, do not pair me into that. I think that was for a team event. I think that was the breakdown I gave you.
So, they're still, in my opinion, one of the absolute best units in the Admech book, and I build around them. As you see, the 3 units is just stock standard.
Yeah, very strong. Love it.
All right, the second thing is a $5 super chat. Thank you so much from Zlack Onion. I'm sorry. What are your thoughts on souping Imperial Knights with Admech when their codex comes out? Is there a particular value to having a knight with Admech?
Right now, no. However, I hope that they get rules that interact with Knight of the Cog and help Admech actually take one without losing. Right now they don't lose. They won't lose their main rules, but it's not like a huge value add because for the Admech army in general, you're trying to like defensively buff up one unit, make your opponent put all their damage into it, and then you respond into their damage dealers. And if a knight's there, they get to shoot at multiple things.
Yeah.
And that's kind of goes against what Admech wants to do because they're a relatively fragile army. So we'll see. If there are big buffs for Knights of the Cog, then I would absolutely be thinking about running them. And if they do have anything, I'll probably still run Stream Game.
It's definitely a mistake I've seen people fall into a lot is thinking, oh, I just want to add one knight into my army. Because I want, what my army's doing plus a knight. The problem with knights is that they can be shot, and a lot of the time your armies can just hide turn one if you're going second. Whereas if you include a knight, it's a big, like 400 and change, 500 point model that you can't hide, that your opponent will get to interact with off the jump. That is generally a downside unless you have like 4 to 5 knights to draw heat from each other. So just the idea of I'm going to take my army that can hide and I'm going to slap in one knight, it's a little risky.
But like a Castellan would be awesome, just hiding in the backfield here, just
hiding. That boy big.
Hiding, as in you have to come into the threat range of my Ruststalkers and other units. Yeah. But it's a lot of points, and you can't run it in the veteran cohort either. Losing veteran cohort is a huge deal, unfortunately.
Yeah, fortunately.
But thanks so much for the super chat. Thanks so much for the War Room subscription. If anybody else wants to check out what's in the War Room, we keep talking about it, head down to the description below. There's a link, learn more, and it'll describe all the wonderful things we do in there. John.
Absolutely.
One last thing, I gotta give a big shout out to Fluff Crunch and Minnie. Thank you so much for that £20 super chat. Art of War live in the UK when?
We want to go. We're going to be there for WTC. We're trying to work on some War Room stuff for that. It's very early stages, so we got to work with organizers and our own team. But hopefully we can do something there. So hopefully WTC will be the time. But we have Matt Robertson in the UK now, and maybe we can help him organize something.
That'd be great. All right. Well, let's get down to it.
Would you like to go first or second here? You feel?
Well, if I go first, then I'm just gonna put the pace on you. You're gonna collapse under the pressure.
Oh, I'm gonna be sweating, Jack.
But if I go second, then I'm just gonna have an insurmountable points lead. I'm gonna start running you over. It's gonna be great. Running you over.
So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to me.
Jack's too powerful.
Too powerful. Too strong.
That's a 3.
2. That's exactly. No, I wanted to go first actually, but.
Why don't you describe why while?
I wanted to prevent you from setting up the position that you wanted to set. Like you're going to set up a position. We're known as a fan of the position, and you're going to set one up and make it very hard to interact with. Whereas if I get to start interacting with you as you are here, and you do get to move, but I do get to shoot like Ruststalkers, this or that. Turn 1 with some of this stuff, start setting up units to go how I want to go. But going second is not necessarily bad. Also the stupid bombers.
They're going to bomb.
They know no other way, unfortunately.
So you do have a potential pregame move here on the Rhino. Would you like to pop it?
I will. I just want to keep your I want to keep your raiders from getting into my lines.
Yep.
So we're just going to take this Rhino and we're going to
I believe we roll off, right? Unless if your rule is that you get to just go do it first, John, you want to add something?
I think that the standard, if neither rule has a specific clause in it, is that you alternate starting with the player who is going first.
So I would go first.
Oh, okay. Then
if one of them does not have a specific clause, like I always go first or I always go second.
Okay.
A lot of them say roll off.
I don't believe the Admech one used to have the rule where you had to go ahead.
Let me see.
Go first, but
it's
I'll
a good thing to check.
This usually doesn't come up that often.
Sometimes there's a roll off. Sometimes you might go first.
I'll look up Serpent.
If you go first, then I probably won't do it because I can't come within 9 of you. Oh, mine is in the Bloody Rose supplement, so we'll see.
All right. At the start of the first battle round, the models in this unit can make a normal move. They cannot end this move within 9 of any enemy models. Doesn't say anything about first turn.
Is the Bloody Rose strat at the start of the first battle round?
That is a
John,
question.
if you wouldn't mind looking that up because I don't have the
same exact wording on the Rangers. So
Got it.
It does not emphasize whether the person going first gets to do it. Like the old rules in 8th edition did. So I can just move up here and block Jack from doing that if I want to.
Yeah, we'll see what the timing is on that.
I probably will. I probably will pregame move them this way and just force you.
Yeah, I doubt that I'm going to activate it then.
Yeah. In the Carry Forth the Faithful, that Bloody Rose stratagem, there's nothing specific about going first or second.
What about timing?
There
When does it
just
activate?
at the start of the first battle round before the first turn begins.
Okay, so we're worded the same exact way.
Yeah. All right, so go first. Unfortunately, this means you will be able to get within half range of Vahl, the thing I was trying to prevent, but not much I can do about that.
I'm probably not going to do that.
I did think it was unlikely. Siegs made a whole thing about how I need to put Vahl all the way in the back because, he'll just kill her if he's going first. And I was like, I don't think that's...
If you put her here, then yeah, I would do
Well, yeah, if I put her there, but I don't think that's really going to happen. See, John, what do we got? I called Siegs John early, now I call John Siegs. It's coming full circle.
A little painful.
Sorry.
We have another super chat. Thank you so much to Arixos. Go Admech. Any chance for a defensive cohort and Lucius to shine?
I am super excited about playing Admech again. I don't believe they're, like I said, they're as bad as the win rate. Lucius, you can run almost any of the 4 Forge Worlds that are good. So Mars and Agripinaa are the more shooting-oriented ones. Then you have Metallica and Metallica, that's kind of like the toolkit one. And then Lucius is the defensive one. So I think they all have good tools. It really depends on the meta. I think if you want to go pure melee, Ryza is quite strong now.
They are. I hear they are red and Blagan.
They got that +1 to wound, and they also have a Warlord trait to get extra AP in combat, which is super useful now, bringing Ruststalkers back to AP4. I'm going to chop you.
Please do
I'm
not
gonna
chop
chop
me.
you with Ruststalkers.
Please do not chop me with Ruststalkers, Siegs.
I think you can run Lucius. It's not as strong, in my opinion, anymore, just because the volume of fire in the game right now, but there's plenty of damage won.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of ignores cover, so being able to do the fire point telemetry cache for the additional +1 is very nice there.
I will get a Miracle Die. Start of the first turn. All right, that is a 1. I can Litanies of Faith this, but actually, I will. If I get a high number, I will get to increase my threat range. All right, 3 is worse than a 1, but it's fine.
It's not that much worse.
Not that much worse, honestly.
So they're just shuffling up a little bit.
Yep. Now, the trick with Leap of Faith is you don't generally get it turn 1. You just don't have that built-up amount of Miracle Dice to start getting Leap of Faith turn 1.
That's what you have that character Warlord trait for.
Exactly. But it turns out it's fine. Generally, you score like... You do have to put the effort in to score it. You do have to get the tempo down of like, I need to actually use a Miracle Die here when I wouldn't ordinarily need to. Like, this turn I need to... It is possible I shouldn't have taken Leap of Faith against you just because you have such big units that I'm not going to be getting very many Miracle Dice through the course of the game. I could have taken something else. Not sure what that thing is, though.
Last, baby.
Yeah, I'm good.
TTL.
I'm good.
Secret TTL.
Secret TTL. I think it's going to be okay.
I can move the other ranger.
It just means I need to be a little more cagey with my use of them, so maybe spend more on your turn than mine so I can get more points on Leap of Faith.
The ranger pregame move is just super nice.
Yeah, it's really good.
Just
really,
being able
really
to
good.
shuffle a unit around. I don't really going to do anything with these ones over here, but they're kind of the redundancy plan. I need them close enough to the center to start interacting with it. Unfortunately, this isn't the old mission where you just hold them in your command phase, and then I can walk off them.
Unlucky you, I guess.
Unlucky me.
Let me check out the mission, the alternate primary.
22. I believe it's just you get points for holding an objective you didn't control, or just one
So
of the ones.
this one is score 4 victory points at the end of your turn if you control the objective in your opponent's deployment zone. Score 2 victory points if you control 1 or more objective markers that are in no man's land, and lose 1 victory point if you don't control the objective marker in your own deployment zone.
Okay.
So don't do that.
Don't mess around.
Do not hold your own objective marker at the end of your turn.
Go like that.
Let me see.
I do want to kill this transport.
And you only get the CP if your warlord is on the battlefield or embarked in transport that's on the battlefield.
Okay. Thank you, Jack.
So don't kill Vahl, please.
I'm not going to go for that.
I think that would be very risky from you if you were to try to do it.
I'm not picking a Doctrina, but I am putting all the buffs on that one ranger unit over there.
So you're aiming for me to only be able to really see one unit?
Yeah, you'll be able to see I'm probably going to put 1 Cerberus Raider there and string them back. So that if you want to come up with the multi-unit, we'll get to shoot it with a lot of stuff the next turn.
I'm not that concerned. It's fine.
Yeah.
What can you even? You probably can't even do anything. What Doctrina? You may have said already, but I missed it. What?
Like I said, I didn't do an army-wide one. I picked the +1 to hit on them, so they'll hit on 2s.
Got it. So are you able to see past this corner here and into here?
I haven't moved them yet.
Okay, so you would have to move down, I think, in order to get that.
Yeah, like I said, I'm probably going to just hang back there and shoot across.
Sounds good to me.
Because I want to stay kind of towards the edge of the radius here. Did you need to get a miracle die?
I did. I got 3.
Oh, 3. Oh, that's right.
We've got another £5 super chat in the chat. Thank you so much, King Half. Congrats to Farseer Nonavati. Love the classic Eldar playstyle and shenanigans. Thank you so much for your support, King Half. We really, truly appreciate it.
The classic playstyle is aneurysm-inducing. That's the classic Eldar playstyle.
Thanks so much for your support, King Hef. Very much appreciated. Let me just ignore the
All
forest.
right, a bunch of Rust Stalkers running down. They do ignore the forest penalty.
Yep.
So,
13.
how far do they move? 13?
8 + 5.
Got it.
Okie doke. The back unit will do the retrieve Nachman data for me.
Okay.
Let's see. So multi-multi Retributors.
Yep, the multi-mills are all stacked up here, so I can come out and just start firing down.
Okay.
Just keep in mind, one CP for any unit, 2 for Retributors. I can shoot on death on 4+.
On Retributors?
Yes.
Shooting death on 4+?
It would cost 2 CP.
It's like my Warlord trait that's on them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just a good tool to have. It's particularly good with like cheap chaff units that they put
Yeah.
out, and I'm just like, all right, I'll kill them now.
What I should have done in my game against Andrew Gagno was I should have put Seraphim on the center objective with that, so he has to commit real units. Because if he puts like a 2-man drone squad, there's a decent chance that the Seraphim will just peel it up before he gets to actually score the stranglehold and whatnot. It's a very interesting way to.
So what I'm going to do here, Jack, is I'm going to try get a couple guys shooting this way. I'm going to tag the one model here, not touching this. So the Retributors either come out that way or they have to come out this way.
You got it.
And I don't know exactly where the Multimeltas is, but I'm just trying to be at the narrowest possible angle. So maybe only.
Yeah, the multi-meltas won't be able to shoot back here if you're trying to dodge them. Now they can come up this way, so if you're touching here, you're probably fine.
Yeah, I just want
There's
one
the
model
planes right
touching
there.
the little edge.
You got
But
it.
not the obscuring terrain.
Sounds
because
good.
we're playing on Games Workshop terrain, and that means these 4 large runes are obscuring, as well as these 2 blocks.
All right, so you're moving down.
Yep. And just at that same angle, wherever that is. I'm going to shuffle them in just a second. So these ones will have to be over here.
Yep, they're not touching the.
Not touching the obscuring.
Not
they will
touching the
be
obscuring.
shooting Just the 6 models right here.
Hate to hear it.
Okay. But I am blocking a little bit.
Okay.
Do that. Tricky Cerberus Raiders.
Tricksy Cerberus Raiders. Yeah, that might actually, if you put them all out there, that might actually give me the ability to shoot them. Are you in coherency?
That's what I'm fixing.
Yeah, cool.
Just like that.
Cool.
These girls cannot advance and charge?
They cannot. They can get out 9 and go for it.
Okay, so they're not going to get behind me, which means I can just move into this space over here if I want to.
Maybe.
So let me just position carefully, and I think that's probably good.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. These guys are going to stay back here because I don't need to do anything. Probably don't need to be that close. I'll just be stick right there. They pregame moved
And then regular moved.
Yeah,
Got it.
Same thing for these guys. They don't really need to regular move. They're just going to stay there, not touching obscuring.
Okay.
Um,
And you want to move your Ranger bricks?
I did move that one.
That one's good.
I
All this
advanced
stuff.
them, so they're not.
All right. So yeah, this is the position that Siegs was getting into.
Okay.
And you hate to see that, you know?
25 is the max. It's right here.
Yep.
So I want to be kind of here at the very edge of it, and just shoot down into the Rhino. Because I'm probably just going to bomb it, fly off the table with the bombers, and come back down the next turn.
You wouldn't, would you?
I am that guy.
That's what they say about you.
I am that guy.
Yeah. So they have a 5-up invuln?
Yes, sir.
Everything does because
Every-
you're a Skitarii veteran.
These do not. Okay, the vehicles don't benefit
Got
from
it.
So let's just see. I'm not going to try and get within 18 inches for the AP3. I'll just be AP2, okay?
Sounds good. Goes to AP1.
Yep.
So I'll be taking 4-ups against that.
Yep. So I just want to be around this.
Scared, are you?
I mean, I'm not really committing to get much damage. So. Because if I come up here, I'm not doing like a tremendous amount to you. I'm just trying to get rid of a couple of the advanced features.
Okay. That sounds good to me. I'm on board with that.
I typically don't play Admech as I'm going to just cripple you this turn.
Where's the crippling damage, Siegs?
That's a Tau thing.
Where is it? I don't see it.
Okay, let's just double check that. Is that the closest Repentia model?
The closest Repentia model is right there.
Okay, so I'm going to be more than 23. Let me
Okay.
see if I can go to 24 and still have the range of them.
Yeah, because
So,
25 is the max.
okay, so I just want to be just within the max.
They can advance and charge at +1, so if they roll 6, they can advance.
If they roll the 6 and then you have the 12 on the...
Well,
charge.
it would be, I would need to roll a 10. Because I can declare within 12, and if I make a 10 with +1, that's, that would make it. And
If
they roll
I'm
3d6,
moving
pick the
them
2.
back one more inch,
All right.
so that they're 24.
All right, so 24, I would need to roll a 6 and then a 10. Because I would be +1.
All right, and they're going to just shuffle this way.
But if I roll a 10 on Miracle Dice, it's actually not that crazy because I roll 3d6, pick the 2 highest. And so I could potentially, I could make it like that. It is risky bisky, as they say.
Just like that without gaps to come through.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Okay. And I just want to be able to threaten that objective the next turn. I am not within 6 of it, but I could, with the plus 3-inch movement, get there.
You can also charge onto it.
I could also charge onto it, but it's 7 inches. I can't just walk normally. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Just good things to tell your opponent. Same thing, I just want to be outside of threat range of them. So more than 25 away, but within 9 of the center. Which they
Yep, that is possible.
Okay.
Yep, they're not shooting anything, but
Yep. And they want the ability to just come up within 9. If Jack just puts his whole army here, I can just have
don't threaten me with a good time.
lots of damage. You know I love lots of damage.
I do. I do know you love lots of damage.
Okay.
And the other thing you're doing is you're making it so if I get out of the transport 6 inches onto the objective, your entire army will blow me up. So that would not end well.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okie doke. And then, like I talked about, they're going to fly there and fly off the table.
Yep. I'm excited to lose a
So I'm just
Rhino to the bombs. Very excited. Roll 12 dice every 4 ups of mortal wound.
Yep.
All right.
And that doesn't have feel no pain, correct?
Does not. Maybe the vehicle can get 5 up against mortals.
Nope.
No, that's just Space Marines.
Just double checking.
Yeah.
Because then maybe I go for this. Nah, I probably still would just go for it. Okay.
Probably wouldn't even activate. It's a Rhino. You know.
All right. I am flying over both, so maybe if I do the 6, if I roll
Yeah.
a bunch of 4-ups here.
Which you did.
4.
Not enough to mean that you're probably going to kill it, but you know.
Imagine if 6s were D3 mortals.
Yeah, I would be mad. I don't. Oh my God, it's at 1.
Okay.
So you did 9 out of 12?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to check.
I am that guy.
Yeah, you
I talked
really
about.
are. Yeah.
Okay.
Luckily, you can only shoot it with 1 unit. So
Well, 2 units.
this can see here.
Yeah. I'm trying to have these 4 models be able to shoot there.
They may need to be a little further down. I thought you were trying to shoot the Battle Sisters.
Both of them.
Okay.
Just double check if I'm good there.
You got the Battle Sisters.
If only the 2 can shoot it, then that's fine.
Yeah, I think it's only the 2.
Okay.
But I mean, you're probably still gonna pop it with that.
Yes, I'm going to try. So they will go ahead and activate first, because I want to kind of see where you put this.
Yep.
And I have these guys, if Jack just disembarks onto the objective, I'll just
Yeah,
shoot.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
That sounds
But
bad.
you need to set that up. Like if I just left that ranger unit over there where they didn't get an angle,
Yeah.
you could
Yeah,
disembark
that would be
onto it.
unfortunate.
Okie doke. So the 2 models going there, and then the other 4 going into the sisters.
Sounds good.
The 2 go in there, 1 hit.
Nope.
Okay. And then the 4, whatever.
You said 4 more going into Sisters?
Yeah, it should be 6 models total that could shoot.
Okay. Sounds good. Why was it just 2 shots for the 2 shooting the Rhino?
Because I only did 1 model. I'll come back to that in a
Got
second. Because it won't matter here. Okay. 3 hits. Which those are the wound rolls. 2 mortals and 2 saves.
2 AP2?
AP3. Oh, AP2, sorry.
AP2. So it goes to AP1, so I get 4 ups. So that's going to be 3 down.
Yep. And the other model that was shooting after the Rhino. 2 hits. 6 kills it.
Do it. All right. So luckily I can get out over here where this unit up here cannot shoot me. Otherwise I would lose the entire squad.
Just remember I can charge the Super Persuaders in.
You can. If you feel that in your heart, man, you do you.
No, because like I said,
I mean, yeah.
I set it up so you can't walk on the objective, and if you charge me, I get behind. So I'm not actually concerned about them.
Yeah.
Because they can't advance your charge, correct?
Correct.
That was the only thing, because I made it so that they can't touch this objective with an advance, because I'm blocking it, and then if you declare the charge, I just walk these guys away.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll
But you'll
do.
be able to shoot them up with the
I mean,
bolters.
with pistols, yeah. These are the combat ones. Those models
don't
are
have bolt
currently being built. They do. Well, the sergeant has a bolt gun.
Okay. And see if your Rhino explodes.
Just avoiding line of sight. Do I booms?
You do.
Of course. You are going to actually take some mortals off this.
Okay.
So you're going to take 1.
Perfect.
I look forward to my Crusaders are dead, so that was cool. And my Battle Sisters are also dead.
I appreciate you, Jack.
You're welcome, Siegs.
appreciate you.
I'm so happy I could do this for you.
And here's the 10 dice.
Yep.
Is it 10 or 12 models?
Well, I'm rolling my dice for this.
Oh, apologies.
I rolled the Warfire die and it
Warfires
exploded.
protect.
1 dies.
It's just one. So you
Just 1. Yep, I did not emergency, no. So,
I'm gonna
right
just
there.
push her off the terrain because you're not touching.
Yeah, thank you for that. Would you like to come charge me?
No, like I said, I set it up so you just walk up here and then I move away.
Sounds
I'm
good.
just planning to spend a CP.
I get to redeclare charges, right?
Yes, but
Yes.
that's why I put them back there.
Got it.
Okay. Here we go.
This should be it.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
because nothing else is in range.
Yeah. All right.
just-
Well, I mean, this transport should have died.
I expected to
And
have
then
to use
also
one of majors.
it was just in the saltiest way possible, where it also killed my Crusaders and the Battle Sisters, which was cool. It saved us all a bunch of time.
Yep.
But they would have shredded all this stuff, so it's not even a deal.
Yeah, I figured stuff would be wounded, and I was able to just pick up a couple of them.
Yep.
But that's why I played it safe, is because I wasn't trying to. It was not guaranteed.
Seems good. All right. So at the start of my turn, I'm going to get a miracle die of a 3. If I got a 6, I might try and hit them because I can.
Intentionally so.
Yeah.
But I wanted it to be a lot of resources going.
Yeah. A 3, not really worth it so much. Let me make sure. Unfortunately, it's a 4. I need to advance again on the objective.
It's the same thing with these guys.
Yeah.
That's why that unit advanced.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to walk them up. I'm going to declare a charge on this unit. If you run away and spend was it 2 CP?
I am going to.
Yeah, when you run away.
I'm going to reduce it to cost only 1.
And then I'm going to just declare a charge on the objective, try and wipe this out, take the objective, give you a 4.
Okay.
All right. And I will put a model here, so if you stay on the objective, I'll charge you. So you will have to leave to actually get that 4.
I probably will keep a model on the objective.
Then I would just charge them.
Sure.
Okay. So,
It really depends on how you position, because if you're not getting enough models on this, because I have OBSEC there.
right. They're OBSEC as well.
Yeah, so there's 7 models on the objective. Right?
Cool. Sounds good.
So if you string all the way out, you're not getting 7 on this objective.
Yeah.
Like a miracle.
It would take a miracle. I mean, I am
But
at...
can they count as multiple models, John?
No. He's talking about miracle dice
Yeah.
to auto-make charges and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, looking at this position right here, I do like the Castigator shooting these. They have a 4-up armor save right now.
They're counting as in cover, and they have, that's it.
That's it. So they have a 3.
They don't get the additional +1 because they're not infantry.
So every 4 you fail would kill a guy. Did these guys have anything? They have cover, right? So they have a 3-up?
Yep.
So every 3 you roll, etc. Same deal. I'd much rather shoot Cerberus Raiders if I'm getting...
That guy's wounded on the end.
Sounds good. So he will die first. Let's roll some
This close model.
things. We're going to give...
You get your command phase buffs.
Yeah, command phase buffs. We're going to give Retributors reroll hits and wounds. Actually, we're going to give Vahl reroll hits and wounds to herself. She's the only one that's really going to be shooting here, I think. I think the Retributors are going to be taking a little time off.
I figured that we're going to play this little cagey dance for
A little
second or
bit.
two.
I do have second turn, so I'm not against it. But, so Vahl's going to give reroll hits and wounds to herself. The chance we're going to give +1 attack to these Repentia. Seems good. And we're going to give an extra Sacred Right to them. Looks good to me as well. And they're going to be able to advance and charge. And then that's it. That's it for command phase stuff. So we're going to move this Novitiate squad up.
Just
Novitiate.
measure the total distance right now.
Oh, to charge onto the objective?
Yeah.
I would need an 8.
Okay.
So unfortunately, my miracle dice have not been particularly great. But if you do want to, so I'm just going to
Yeah, totally.
fill in like this.
Now I can just move this unit all the way that way.
You certainly can. But if you stay on the objective, I will be able to charge you. Or I'll lose the unit for free, whatever. It's, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, you will.
So I will be able to charge you on the objective.
Yeah, no problem.
So if you leave the objective, you won't get all your points.
Do you want to check what it will be if I'm on the very edge of it?
Yeah. So if you're on
Just do
this
some math for yourself.
very edge, just moving 6 inches, I'm going to move the model that was right there.
You have
out
one
to
right there.
Yep, right there.
Cool.
To there. I'm gonna charge 8. I could also leave them here and just use Repentia to charge you off the objective. Just run them out to here. That's pretty easy. Run them out to here and then charge on.
At that point, I am just going to walk away.
Yeah, that's
You're gonna
totally
get the charge.
That's totally fine, I think.
It's up to you. It's an extra resource.
I think these guys can just stay right here where they're not really being shot.
No, I have to step up.
Yeah, you'd have to step out to do something
Both
about it.
units have to. I have to go towards you that way, or I have to go towards you this way.
We're going to leave them, and we're going to spend a 7...
Well, don't go actually fully behind it, because then obviously they'll just keep shooting you.
Well, if they're here. If you come back to this point, I'm going to keep shooting you with my Castigator, and
Okay, fair enough.
that's the point where you
I do
may
have the
actually
bombers
still kind
coming
of
in as
die.
well, and I could just put one down over here.
That is fine. If you feel that way in your heart and soul,
I
who
do
am I to
feel that
stop
way.
you?
I feel
All right, fine. We're gonna move to here, a place where it is hard to shoot down, and you can't really shoot across without exposing yourself.
Okay,
So we're gonna get lines of sight with Castigator. We are gonna spend a 3 with the +1 just to make sure I get the 10 inches to the objective, because I don't want to be here, you run away, and then I'm sad.
Sure.
That's on the advance. So it goes
I
10
didn't
because
try
I'm
and block
+1.
the objective here.
Yeah.
I could come up with the Cerberus Raiders and do the move blocking, but then he just dumps all the Multimeltas. I don't want that to come just yet.
Yeah. You will run away. It will cost you 2 CP. It's after I've shot you, so
reduce it to cost
I will hold the center objective, and I think I'm okay with that. The thing I would be less okay with is if these people didn't make it to the objective. So let's see if that happens. Oh, they do. That's cool.
These are just Sisters of Battle?
No, these are the Zephyrim. They're the only things that can make it to the objective this turn.
I thought you said you needed a 4 on the Sisters over there.
The sisters would need a 5 to make it, which
they
is
would-
what I rolled, but
they would have
no,
made it.
I was moving the Zephyrim.
Okay, no problem. You wanted the safe play.
Yeah. The Zephyrim are a little further back.
Okay.
So,
But they move faster.
but they move faster. If you expose yourself to shoot here, I will be able to shoot back at you with Multimeltas.
No. I just put the Rangers there. You're in the terrain piece.
Yeah, you would need, you'd probably only get to shoot with like 2 or 3 of them.
I'm going to make them move 9 in that case. So I should get a decent amount.
I'm not as concerned.
Okay.
These Battle Sisters, can you just roll me up in advance real fast?
There you go.
Thank you. Okay, they're going to move 10.
So not just
Not
barely
quite
move.
onto the objective.
Yep.
That may have actually been on the objective, but
I saw you pre-measure it before.
yeah, there you go.
So,
All right, we're going to move Cassie the Castigator down just to get this line of sight here. It is really hard for you to kill Cassie at range.
not really trying.
Yeah, so we're just going to move down. We're just going to barely take an angle back on you, and this is going to be the first ball to shoot.
Yeah, you're totally good. You're good, Jay.
So there we go. Just the narrowest possible angle, so next turn, if I need to, I can reposition up here to
Same
fire
thing I
down
was
that
doing.
angle. Exactly. She's going to fire, Vahl's going to fire something down this way, just giving you, you know, a whole bunch of 3-ups and 4-ups to deal with. That's the hope. And I think that's likely going to be it. I'm going to reset Repentia up towards the front of this ruin so that I get the maximum possible threat range.
And you didn't go for the 10-girl ones, right?
They're 8. 8 I've usually found is more than enough. 8 will usually kill a lot of
Okay,
stuff.
That's a big move.
10 is a power move. That is a fact. Everyone knows it. So they're going to go like that. They're just resetting so I have the maximum possible threat to keep you honest.
Totally.
So let's do a little shooting.
Castigator.
Cassie the Castigator is going to shoot here. So we're going to fire the autocannon. All right, that is going to be 7 shots.
And you have 9 heavy bolter shots?
Yep, 9 heavy bolters. And they're all going to hit on 3s, wound on 3s.
No minuses or anything.
No
That's,
minuses.
stitchies.
So 3s, okay.
T4 on these guys, okay?
So 3s, and then you'll get 4-ups. Because you're counting
Unless you
as
ignore
in
cover.
cover. I do not. That would be great. But just take 4-ups, and every fail is a dead model.
Okay.
Yeah.
Need one more.
You're going to roll the Bloody Rose dice.
No, I'm going to roll the Warp Fires. Warp Fire be with me. Okay.
Okay, 5 go down.
Nope. I'm going to spend 2 CP to do 5 up Feel Pain on these.
Okay, this is going to be a costly event. You keep them alive. It's going to be 4 CP that I'm
think it's
happy to
worth
get out of you.
So first I have 5 dice, so I'll take
5
one
failed.
out. 5 up Feel Pain.
So that kills the model because he
Yep.
had 1 wound off him.
He has to take it. The next one takes wound. If you want to just
Yep.
put the models for me. That's the sergeant.
So that's 2. You have 3 left.
Yeah. Okay. So this guy's wounded, and he dies. Next one is dies. So 2 more die.
Yep.
And then the last one dies.
Okay. So that's 4 down.
Yep.
It's pretty good work for Cassie. Cassie the Castigator always puts in a good, honest
the
day's
heavy
work.
bolters.
Those were the heavy bolters. Because they're all wounding you on 3s, I just roll them all together.
Oh, I thought you had more shots.
Nope, that's it. It's 17 shots on average is a decent amount, though.
Gotcha.
All right, Vahl is going to shoot down at this unit here. We're going to fire Max Blast on her missiles and reroll hits and wounds.
Okay.
So missiles, 2s, rerolling, and T3, so 3s rerolling. And you will get 3 ups on those. That should be 10. And then I'll roll Fidelis out for you. I'll hit and wounding on 2s, so strength 6. So 10 at AP 0, 3 at AP 1.
10 at AP 0.
10 at AP 0. So
10 at AP 0.
So kills 6.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
3 at AP 1.
3 at AP 1. So 4 ups on these ones. Kills 3 more.
So kills 9.
Kills 9. Sorry.
You good?
Stepped on your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. Very happy to start the good work there.
This is the squad stringing that way.
Yep.
I'm gonna. Luckily, the 1 CP auto pass changed.
Yep, that's fine. Now I'm getting 2 more CP for this unit running away, and they could fail a morale.
1. I keep
Oh,
saying
1, but it's your one time burning it, and 1 out of you for that one.
Yeah, for this unit.
For that unit passing a morale check. So very happy there. So let's declare some charges. You cannot overwatch me, so I will declare with the Repentia. Shocking.
Just be outside of 12.
If you are on the objective, the charge into you is super easy.
Outside of 12 of both units.
Yep.
So if you want to just give me a line.
So, yep. So outside 12 looks like, there you go, no longer declarable. Couldn't declare anything else. This is mostly just to inform SIGs.
And then I'll spend 1 CP auto pass the OBSEC there.
Yep.
The
Auto pass morale.
Yeah, auto pass morale.
Do you have to take morale on them for losing 4?
They fail because they're not extra pluses or anything.
And you're below half strength, so 2 more go away.
Oh, that's sad, but at least the unit survives. Unlike,
Cassie.
did not pull the sergeant, right?
The sergeant's still in there.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
I think I took his model.
So that was all Cassie.
Sergeant wouldn't have helped there.
So I do gain a miracle die.
I just need something to touch the center.
3, and I cannot reroll that. That's a lot of 3s so far. Actually, I can, because it's a new turn.
Yes,
so I
it's a
will.
start
3 is very useless. 2 is very useless as well, but that's fine.
Going up to 4.
All right.
Okay, they're going to take up that same position.
All right. While you do that, I am going to go fetch some Seraphim, just in case, that's necessary. I also do go up to 9 CP as well, which I forgot to do.
Okie doke. So they're going to go over that way. I'm going to get my 8 on primary, and let's see what buffs we want to do.
Cassie has no mercy.
I just needed enough OBSEC bodies over there because Seraphim are coming down. And my army-wide buff this turn is going to be plus.
What is the mission primary here?
It is hold an objective in no man's land to get 2 points. So both Richard and I have that one.
So easy to get.
Yep, it's 4 if you hold your opponent's, -1 if you don't hold yours.
Which is just hard,
At the end of your turn.
just hard to do.
Hard to do.
It's so hard to do.
So I went down to 3 CP, back up to 4.
Yep.
And now every use of Tactical Oblique, well, you only have 8 models left.
Not going to use
Yeah, you're probably not going to use Tactical
that was
Oblique
the
again.
time I use it.
Looks like Richard did score grind them down this turn.
Yes.
Yes.
No leap of faith yet for Mr. Jack.
No leap of faith yet. My miracle dice are unfortunately not that good right now.
You didn't spend any?
I spent 1, which is the wrong number.
Oh, you need 2.
I need 2.
Gotcha.
It's also particularly good in your turn because I get extra points if I can do it in your turn.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So I definitely need the plus 3-inch movement here. And that'll get this part of the unit. Not these guys.
Does it into them? Because that's the angle we're looking at, right? It's about halfway up the wall.
Yeah, 100%. That's where he will
Okay, so if that's the point we're saying halfway up the wall, does that actually shoot?
be. Yeah, 3.5.
Me?
There. Boop. Just put a die there. I'll pre-measure. Put the die, and then I'll measure. 3.5. Okay. So 9 brings him over this way. Back of his base is here. Front of his base is right here. So
Yep. You'll be able.
He cannot get the Zephyrim, so the back of the part of the unit. Let's see how many can actually shoot the Zephyrim. So if that guy goes that way, no. So I'm going to say only these guys, because they can come right there.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys can shoot at Zephyrim. The rest can shoot it. Not the rest, but the other
Sounds
guys.
good to me.
Can shoot at the sisters. So they are going to get plus 3-inch movement. I'm going to do plus 1 ballistic skill. And try and do some damage here.
Okay.
All right. And they're also the same exact buffs.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. They're going to take up, like I said, that position. But this time they are not going to spend any CP.
Not going to get shot by Cassie the Castigator,
No.
who has exactly as much mercy as I want her to have. John, can you comment about Cassie the Castigator?
I mean, I'm always hyping up Cassie in the chat, but good old Cassandra the Castigator is an absolute hero, as every loyal Sisters player knows.
I like the pointed... So the plus 3-inch move is just on them, is that correct?
Just on them. It's army-wide is plus 1 ballistic skill.
Got it. Got it. Minus 1 weapon skill for whatever that's worth, which is
They're
not
ignoring it.
too much.
They're ignoring it. I have marshals, my man.
And they're ignoring AP 1 and 2, or is that going to be something else?
Yes. They're the only thing that's going to be out in the open. And they have Vengeance and Verse and Vengeance as well.
Versed in Vengeance, huh?
That's the shoot on death.
Got it. So they will shoot on death. Sounds good to me.
Yep. I could touch the objective here. What does that give you? This is the closest model?
That's the closest one. It's a super easy charge.
Yep, so it's 21 and a half away if I touch the edge of the objective from them. So you would need, you have a 3 on your miracle dice.
So that would be a 4, so I'd go 10, and then I would charge, I would need a 9 on 3d6, pick the 2 highest, because I'd be plus 1.
Yeah, I think we'll probably just...
That's with a 3 showing. If at the start of my turn I roll a 5, then I would need like a 7.
See this, Jack? We're just going to be 25.1 away.
Okay.
We're
Scared?
not going to touch that objective, okay?
Are you scared, Siegs?
A little bit. Like, a little.
I would be, if I were you.
Just back over here.
Art thou scared?
Can the Castigator has no way to advance and shoot, correct?
Correct.
Ball can, of course, come up, but...
Vahl ripped like half a unit apart last
Yeah, but
time.
these ones will be taking 2-ups.
Okay, well, maybe you'll just roll even worse.
I could.
The Cassie the Castigator can poke her head out down here and shoot down that way.
I'll still have 2-ups against any of that.
Sounds good.
So,
Just figured I'd let you know.
I'm not concerned there. But I
If
appreciate
you're not concerned, then I'm not concerned.
Okay, those 5 models can't shoot anyway.
So they're going to string out.
Yep.
Okay. Seems decent.
No pot shots for anything that's relevant. So you can just stay back here. They'll come up here, and 6. And the other unit, I just want to... who wants to shoot at those Repentia besides that? I have these models that are going to shoot that way.
It'll probably do it, but you never know.
Yeah.
Can I see your tape measure?
Oh, I do have the bombers coming in. They'll shoot at the Repentia.
Okay, you are out of 25 there. You're out of 25 there. Just wanted to make sure you're all set.
Thank you. And this is a good thing to do with your
Yep.
opponent. But I'll probably put the bombers back here so they can just shoot down into them.
Yeah,
So I don't want
sounds
to
good to me.
expose the ranger unit. Like I said, I want to still be at that point, which this was the point last turn.
Yep.
Where I'm 25.1 away, so they can't be charged. But they're still within 9 of the objective. Just
Sounds good to me.
I'll pop that. And then this time I don't want them shot by a Vahl. So I'm going to just hide everything besides the bomber.
Oh, then the bomber will get shot by Vahl.
Yeah.
Okay. You think you're ready for that? You want that smoke?
Try to be.
They're 10 wounds?
I'm going to actually string him a little bit.
So they're 3 up armor, 10 wounds?
Yeah.
Okay. Are they -1 damage? Did you take chaff launchers?
No, they're not -1 damage. I have the turn-off auras on them.
Sounds good.
So you can
Well,
shoot
not
it.
good, but you know what I mean.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds perfect.
Oh, they would have been the recipients of gain obsec anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered whether you stayed on the objective.
Yeah.
If you did, I would have pasted you, but that's fine.
I wasn't going to. Like
Yeah.
I said, even if you didn't have it. Even if
This is me sacking a 70-point unit to make Siegs burn some CP and get Stranglehold turn 1. That's what it is.
And what's their max threat range?
18 inches.
Okay, so I'm just going to be 18.1 at the edge of the... No, I want to screen out the Seraphim so that they don't shoot.
Is it 2 CP still for tactical oblique on them?
It's going to be 2 CP, but I'm willing to spend it.
Okay. Well, if you're willing to spend it, I'm willing to spend it. I mean, the charge. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm willing for you to spend it. It's a whole thing.
I think it's actually more important to just keep your Seraphim back over here.
Yeah, Seraphim will actually start to hurt.
So I'm going to just hide the OBSEC, put it all on the objective.
Oh, something back in here, retrieve Knockman data. on
Yeah,
my
no
turn.
problem. Same thing like my Rust because these guys are going to do it here. So This Rust Archer unit is going to be more than 6 away from the center.
Sounds good to me.
Retrieve as enactment data.
Retrieve enactment data.
And then not touching, but screening out over here.
Would you like to touch? Because Cassandra would have words with
No
you.
touchy. So they're going to have to come over in this area.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay, these guys are all screened out. The Rust Archer unit's going to walk back that way to finish off the screen over there.
Yep, sounds good. Math checks out, as they say.
This is the back unit, not the fight last unit.
Okay.
Just turn over there. Okay. So that is fine. I think we're all good there. And the bombers come in, like we talked
Make
about.
sure you're not blocking yourself off for Tactical Oblique.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I was
because
a little sloppy.
that's fine.
I
Just want to leave
I need
yourself
that
a
one
hole to
gap
run
right over
away.
there.
Yeah,
So not all the models, but I'm going to leave the gap on this side
sounds good to me.
because it'll be after the Seraphim charge. So I'll just come out that way
Okay.
because I don't want them shot up by the Seraphim.
Yeah,
They need to be
for
on-
sure.
They need to be on this side of the objective at that angle.
For sure.
Okay. Then we got the bombers. They're just going to shoot at the Repentia.
Yep, something's going to pick them up.
Yep.
Not particularly concerned with your ability to kill Repentia. In the open, that was never the point.
I just want to be as far back as possible with the wings on the table. So 36 will be right over here, which is getting close. So I'll take.
Okay. Yeah, but you do have to keep the wings on, so there's only so much you can do.
So I'm going to come back a little farther because I can just draw line of sight over this way. Okay. And then the second unit. Second bomber is probably not getting shots on much of anything, so it's just going to be in the exact corner.
Okay.
All right, we've got a little question for Jack while Richard's finishing his movement. This is a $5 super chat from Brad Herman. Thank you so much. Thoughts on Paragon warsuits now? Are they still too pricey, or does the Armor of Contempt make them viable?
I think they're still too pricey. They're too easy to kill, and unfortunately, if they were infantry, I would really reevaluate my stance on them. But they have to go around walls, which means they lose a lot of extra distance, and as they move around the walls, they end up getting shot, which is not what you want. So that's just something you want to avoid generally.
Am I good on this angle?
What are you looking to do?
If Vahl moves her max distance, can she get an angle on these guys?
Yes, currently. May I
just
see
want-
the tape measure? I'll show you where you got to be.
Thank you.
So if Vahl moves 8 inches out and around, she can get down to here,
Yep. You just show me that line.
which that line right at that point looks like that. So you may actually be fine there.
That should be good.
Yeah. Cassie can shoot at a different angle, but if you want to avoid that angle, you got to just avoid that line right there. So you just have to tuck up in.
Good.
Yep, seems good to me.
Okie doke. Thank you, good sir. Still
Absolutely.
25.1 away.
I do have a quick point out for you, Richard.
Yeah.
It looks like the that strat to auto pass morale, the one where you have to be within 6 inches of an objective. So that wholly within was removed from the data slate, but is still in the Admech FAQ.
Yeah, but the data slate takes precedence, I believe, in competitive match play.
Okay. In the Admech FAQ right now, it lists it as has to be wholly within 6 inches.
Yeah, I get that, but whatever. 6, they would fail.
So 8 more.
Just put me back up to CP. It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure the balanced data slate would be taken as the
I think OBSEC on the objective is OBSEC on the objective.
yeah,
right?
36.
So you lost 9, so that would take you to 10.
Yep, exactly.
So you would just you'd fail on ones.
Yep.
Oh wait, is it a full 20 man?
Yeah.
Okay. So you must have mixed some models in there, but
No, I think this.
there should be 2 more in there. I killed 9?
Yeah, you killed 9.
9. So,
No, then this is the 15, I guess.
okay. So if I killed 9, then there should be 7.
Yeah, 7. Sorry, I think I just.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to do. There should be 1 more.
Okay.
So you roll 6 dice.
6 dice. I just need OBSEC on this.
Don't
Okay.
roll all 1s and 2s. You didn't. There should be 5. I think you rolled 7, but either way.
I did.
There should be 4 left if you fail 2. There you go.
Keep them. And I'll just move them, like I said, at the angle where they can't be shot away.
Sounds good to me.
Okie doke. I'm up to 5 CP. No problem there. Okay. We'll go with activating the bomber.
Yep. Go ahead, shoot me.
I'm not trying
You
to.
actually have very few things that can shoot here if this whiffs, so I would...
Well, I have so many rangers.
That's
why
true,
I
and you
shoot.
also actually have that bomber as well.
Yeah.
Because you're touching the piece of terrain, so you can see through.
Yep. So I'm going to go with the back one first.
Yep.
2 miss.
That's a lot. Oh, there's a 2 in there. Not that it.
2s, plus 1 ballistic too.
Ah. Oh, army-wide. Got it. So 3s. Yeah, I feel comfortable calling this one. I get a miracle die for them dying.
This is the only thing the bombers can shoot.
6. A 6 on a miracle die.
I think I'm 25.1 away.
Yeah, if you weren't, the charge actually becomes very easy.
Yep.
All right.
With me.
Hit me.
And then over here, we'll go with the Ranger unit. So
Yep. So I believe it was.
5 models that could.
I think it's 5 that can see. Might even be 4 from where they're at.
No, 5 couldn't see.
No. Can see them. I'm saying from that angle to the die. If that's 5 or 6.
I think I can get these guys right here.
Okay.
Because I can see. They're huge.
All right.
3, 6, 7, 8. 8 guys.
I was trying to avoid that as much as possible, but it looks like there's only so much you can do.
Oh, you could have put them closer if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay. So then only 6 can shoot.
Yeah. There we go. I thought that was the amount that we had.
6 is fine.
Cool.
And then this is the last model that can shoot that way. So 6 are going to go that way. 6 are going to go. Let's see how many can shoot this girl. Just 2 of those.
Okay.
Okay. So 3 won't do anything.
So
will go
2
back.
are shooting here, 6 and 6.
Yep.
That's the amount. Okay.
6 and 1. 7. 7.
So 6
or
and 7.
8. Because of that guy.
Got it.
And 2 guys are not shooting. So here we go. I'm going to spend 2 CP. Extra shots. It's 3 shots each.
Okay. So the 6 that are into the Zeph.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2s. Rerolling 1s.
That's real good. Yep. And this is AP3 ignores cover.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll be taking my 5 up in ones.
Rerolling 1s to wounds.
Yep. Rangers still shoot real good. They're real good. Okay, so it's unlikely that I will have a unit left to take morale here. So if, actually, they probably will. Yeah, so we'll roll it. Shockingly enough, they did not make it. I always forget how far your units can go and do stuff.
It's that plus 3 inch move.
It was
Super
just
clutch.
6 models that just did it. It's a lot.
I had to spend the CP to guarantee that.
Yeah. And they currently have ignores AP 1 and 2, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, and they don't have +1 saves, so they're going to be operating on a...
They have cover plus 1 save.
how do they have +1 to hit and +1 save and +3 inch
Army
move?
wide. Oh no, they don't have the plus 1 save. They have the.
Got it. So they currently have a 3-up.
They have the fire point telemetry cache.
Got it. So they ignore AP 1 and 2, and they have a 4-up armor save, and they're in cover. Is that correct?
Yes.
Got it.
So 1s. I think I picked up a 2 there. No, 2. I'm hitting on 2s.
Yep.
1s. This is into those sisters. The 8
Got it.
1s. Okay. 3s. 2s are bad. Rerolled 1. Okay.
Okay, these are 6-ups. I'm not... they're 5-ups, because AP... I'm still not doing this.
AP3, no cover.
Yeah, so AP3 goes to AP2, and they're dead.
Okay.
I'm okay not rolling it.
And then
That's a lot.
the 2 models that
Probably should have left them behind terrain. I didn't realize exactly how much pain was coming my way from this random unit, like, towing around the corner. But that is what it
It
is.
was 2 models that couldn't shoot, and then the other one here.
It was 2 that could shoot here.
Yep. And then 2 that couldn't. So
And, okay. And these are AP2.
AP2, no cover. Okay. That 2 is not a wound.
Okay. So they do ignores cover. So AP2 goes to AP1. I'm going to get a
No,
4.
you're not even touching cover.
No, I'm not, because then I get
get
obliterated.
obliterated.
Yeah. So 4 on the sergeant. She dies. And then it's going to be 5s on the novitiates. Good. Fails. And weirdly enough, I am going to spend a 3 to fail on one of those. So I'm going to lose 3 models.
Why?
Because I'm going to get Leap of Faith for 2 points. Their morale check, I'm going to spend 2.
Just spend this bonus.
Just spend my 2 and my 3 to get 2 points on
Just
Leap
get
of
some
Faith.
points. Yeah, smart. I just want a little bit extra damage.
Yeah, absolutely makes sense.
Okay.
All right.
That's all they can shoot.
That's it. So spend the 2 on morale there. So they're going to pass, and I'm going to score a 2 on Leap of Faith for the turn. I'm going to get a 4 on primary, and you're going to get 2 on your alternate primary.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Because I touched the center.
So this is unfortunate. I should have probably left a squad there so I could replenish the objective. As it is,
You got the reserves, though.
I do have the reserves, and they can land on the objective, which is probably what I'm going to end up
I
doing.
was not blocking it because I didn't want to be in the Repentia.
Yeah, nobody wants to be in the Repentia zone.
You can easily come down there.
So the question is, what do I want to try to do this turn?
Just be outside of 12 of them because I can all specs with them.
Got it. Well, then I can't.
Why is there not an edge of the objective that you...
There might be an edge where I can touch
I'll
here
measure that for you. You keep doing your
and
stuff.
be out of line of sight. I'm not sure. There's not within 12. That's just not possible.
Oh, no, it's not. Yeah.
No. Again, a miracle die. It's going to be a 2. I've already used Litanies. So unfortunately, the fact that I got 2 units smoked there is a real problem for me right now. The Battle Sisters probably should have been here. That's something to learn for the future. They wouldn't be able to walk onto this objective, no questions asked. Been fine.
I was never getting an angle back there.
Exactly. So I will shoot you here, and I'll see how many I can chip off. I can shoot you with Vahl. You have a 3-up right now. You can already be 1 and 2, but I can still shoot you with Vahl and Cassie and just put on a bunch of wounds and see what work I can get done from that position. I do want to. I can try and use these to take this objective and try and get my stranglehold this way in this triangle, which would be nice. And that would put you to a 4, which makes me very happy. So, you don't want to take that away from me, do you, Steve?
How are you going to get just charge them?
Well, because I can charge either of these units, and whichever one Tactica Obliquas, I'm going to charge the other one.
Oh,
I auto-passed it, yes.
With the 2.
So I am going to move.
Did you roll another 2?
I did. I've rolled a lot of 2s and 3s.
I was thinking. So
we're going to give OBSEC. Question here is, how am I getting my stranglehold now that I can't really get to that objective? It's kind of a problem in GL. Seraphim could come down. How much is your Auspex? Is 2 CP. That puts you to 1.
Put me to 1, so I can't use Tactical Oblique in that case.
That would be cool if you couldn't use Tactica Obliqua, but I don't know how much that matters. I'm kind of set up to where Tactica Obliqua does not matter.
Yeah.
Because I can declare a charge on them. If they run, I charge there, get on the objective, it's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Let's do some buffs first, though. First up, we are going to give OBSEC.
The amount of models you have is awkward, though, because there's 7 here.
There are 7 there.
So if I Tactical Obliqua, Tactical Obliqua back, then you won't get enough models on unless you get the whole unit.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on what I do.
It's a little tricky.
It is a little tricky to try and take it away, but
Just reformulate them. So.
yeah, if you Tactical Obliqua right to here, you're at 1 CP, which I'm not quite as concerned about.
Yeah, I'll go with
So full reroll hits and wounds, I think, is going to go. I can get Retributors out and shoot downtown at this unit here.
Totally can.
And I think I might actually.
Remember, they shoot on death.
That's fine. I'll only be able to be shot by like 2 of them.
It's 36 inch range.
Because line of sight. I'll just draw line of sight to this,
Sure.
shoot, and then Cassie will be in like 36-inch range of like these models here, like down to here, and she'll shoot at them as well. If you fire at Cassie, you probably aren't going to be doing too much, and it's only half your model shooting anyway.
Hey, I got the bombers.
You do have the bombers.
I will bomb Cassie.
You wouldn't. I can also fire her autocannon up at that if it matters,
There's
and
nothing I can do
Vahl
about
can also shoot up there. If it matters. I'm going to start to push up with Vahl a little bit. So they're getting reroll hits and wounds. OBSEC is going to go on, let's say, the Repentia, just in case I change my mind. And let's do some chants. +1 attack is going to not go on anyone, and +1 advance and charge is going to go, I think, on this Canoness. I think I want the Canoness to maybe be the one to take this objective.
Okay.
Yeah. That way, these models can charge here or something and try and get on that objective that way.
Because she can auto stand up.
Yeah, she can auto stand back up. So I do go up to 10 CP.
Mm-hmm. What if I bomb her?
I would be upset. Isn't that 1 mortal wound on a 4+?
I'm teasing you.
Yeah. So she's going to advance. So she's advancing because she can advance and charge. She's going to go 11 because she's +1 right now.
Can she use both the strat and then stand up with the relic?
So the relic isn't stand up. It is she lasts until the end of the phase.
She
But it is if you charge her with them, she will get to fight you after making you fight last. So if you charge in with Rust Stalkers, which I do want to get out of you at some point.
I'll make you fight last.
So you'll kill me, and then I will hit you with her on death.
Yeah.
And she is fairly.
If they're getting traded, they're getting traded.
Yeah, that is what would happen. So.
Do you want to be on the objective, you said?
No, I'm going to charge here.
Okay.
Or charge there. Actually, yeah, I think I will actually.
Just stay on.
Yeah, might as well. Same reason as before. Yeah. These will move over. Just so that if you do Tactica Obliqua here, I can charge onto the objective. If you don't Tactica Obliqua there, etc., I just get stuff I can do.
No problem.
Cassie's.
Probably might just do the play that I come back over here. Depends if you try and trade the Seraphim on the objective.
Yeah, there's a lot of options. I can drop down Seraphim and shoot here, and drop down Seraphim and shoot like.
No, I blocked that. So
Yeah, you blocked it with these guys. So no, so I'm probably not going to have too many great places to put Seraphim. I could put them here, but they're going to get shot by that unit next turn. So I do need to do something about that unit this turn.
Yeah, because I'm just going to walk on your training peach.
Yeah, I'd rather not. I think this was a pretty critical mistake on my half. It's also kind of annoying that I don't have easy access to this. Maybe a diagonal deployment would have given me the ability to put Repentia right here and said no. Yeah. So that is what, that's the advantage and disadvantage of terrains. Exactly, exactly. So it's very interesting. So we're going to draw a narrow line of sight here with the real hits and wounds. We're only going to step out the 4 Multimeltas because I can regrow them if you kill the non-Multimeltas. And you're only going to be able to see me with about 3 or 4, which means I'm not going to step out with the second unit because they won't be able to see any of the models because I'm going to kill. You're going to pull them out of range.
No problem.
Pull them out of line of sight. Not particularly. Oh, Vahl is going to go first, though, and she's going to move to that position I said before. It's just like that. But she wants to see down with her spear and just shoot into like down here and stuff. Or up at the plains. She's not as critical to my game plan as if she was to the last, so I get to be a little looser with her. A little more loosey-goosey.
Loosey-goosey?
Oh, you know me. I'm pretty loosey-goosey. We'll move. No, I want to keep them fairly obscured so that if you do start to shoot them, I can pull them back behind the wall and then regrow Meltaguns out into the open again.
Really powerful roll.
Yeah, super strong, super strong. Big fan. So Repentia are here. Now the question is, what do I want to do with Seraphim? I think it would be actually really strong if you let me get both charges here. So I think I will bring the Seraphim down, and I'll make it so that some of your unit will be able to shoot me, like a couple models.
You bring it down. Tell me how many.
I think it would be quite good for me if you just let me get both charges. So I think I am totally fine with you shooting like 3 or 4 or whatever you would have into me.
I feel like it's more if you're touching the terrain.
I could just be here and only get seen by some of them. I do want to pile the flame.
If you're there, I can't see you because you're not touching.
Right, but I can see, like, you can see a couple.
Okay, if you want to make it so you can see a couple.
Oh, I might, debating. Could just also come down here and retrieve Knockman data, but I feel like this quarter is always going to be open to me.
Not if that ranger unit survives.
They move up, then it gets maybe a little more difficult, but I can rods and shoot, so not necessarily. So I can see, I'm going to see.
You could start the action and then decide.
I could start the action and decide, which is what I'll probably do. I'm going to make it so that I can be seen by about 4.
Okay.
Because you'd only make 8 shots with that.
Yeah. Probably not going to go for it at that
Yeah.
point. I'll probably just do the safe play where I guarantee have my objective over here.
Yep. What I will do is I will shoot you with Multimeltas. If you pull out of... Actually, they'll probably shoot you in the movement phase, not killing enough for the Multimeltas to be pulled out of range. If there's 4 or 5, I think that's fine. And then they'll shoot you again in the shooting phase. Depends where you want to pull, but I'll have the ability to start shooting and whittling you down.
Okay.
You can pull some of my guns out of range, which would be unfortunate.
Yeah, I probably will. I'll probably start pulling those models.
It depends what I kill and how I kill them.
Because I don't think he'll try and charge me, because then I could potentially get on the objective.
So, not really able to leave Vahl in range, so we will start the action.
Okay.
I don't have a charge in the bank, which is a bit unfortunate. I will make it so that it is a 9 if I want to try and charge you.
No problem.
All right, so you can see me with about 4 of them. Is there something you would like to do with that?
Are you bringing down the other unit, because it's at the end of the reinforcement step?
No, they're going to stay in the sky. This Zephyrim is going to be
I'm not going to do it.
Okay, sounds good. I will
You
spend
put it on the objective, 100%.
I will spend the 1 to flame you.
Okay.
So...
Because I think you killing the models in line of sight of the Retributors is just beneficial to me.
I don't think I'll kill that many. If I do, then I'm not the saddest about it.
I can just take their invul.
I think it's fine either way.
Okay, no problem.
If you want to do that, you can do that.
If you,
Yeah. I just want to kill the unit. If that happens now and my Retributors don't get to shoot, then I'm not the saddest person in the world about it. 3s.
All right, probably not like that.
Yeah. And then 4 pistols.
You can see with the whole unit from there?
I can see at least 1 model, yeah. Should be able to, is the idea.
Yeah, just be a little farther out.
And then the flames can see at least 4 or 5.
Cool, you're good.
So these are the pistols. This is all already wounded. This needs to wound. Okay, so you get 3 ups against all of that.
Okay, like I said, I'm going to take it on the guys going down from here.
Yep.
So I'll roll the saves first, then I'll resolve shoot on deaths.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So you lose 4.
4.
And then 4-ups get to shoot.
So 3 guys.
3 guys get to shoot.
They're not buffed from the last turn, from the extra shots.
Where would you like to shoot?
So just shoot into the Retributors.
Okay.
I can't shoot anything else.
The timing on this, I may be able to no, this is in the reinforcement step of the movement phase.
Into the reinforcement, yeah.
I may be able to regrow D3 models here.
At the end of the reinforcement step?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Into the movement phase.
Okay, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I guess I'll shoot at her.
So I killed 4, so I believe the Multimeltas will still get to do stuff.
Yeah, so I'll shoot at her then.
Okay, sounds good.
Is it worth just trying to kill a couple? You're going to take your... I'm only going to be AP because I'm not in range.
So AP1.
Yeah. So
While Richard's thinking, I want to give a big shout out to Churchless. Thank you so much for your super chat. We really appreciate you and your
So if
support.
you're pulling these models, they can't see her. So shooting at the Retributors,
All right.
and then 3s. Okay, 5. These will give me 4-ups because these are AP2.
Yep.
And then I can res D3 of them if I want, and I probably will. I'm going to lose 2. Just 2 from the back of the squad.
I couldn't shoot anything else. So.
Yeah. I will spend 1 to res D3. And I get them right back. They're both at the end of the movement phase, so it's totally fine. So you killed 4, so some should still be able to see.
Yeah, you got these 2 models right here.
Okay. Looks like I actually am out of range right now. So probably Cassie will shoot, and then Vahl. So we'll see. I think 1 may be able to see there, so that'll probably be how I'll split it.
Okay. You good?
Yeah, great. Okay. All right, so shooting phase.
I'm going to just be a little tricky here.
What are you going to do? What are you going to be
Leave the
doing?
1 model who's in range of the buffs. So that
Okay.
if I keep shooting on death, I get a little bit extra out of here. So, but then I'll have to pull them in coherency. So I'll take
So that
this.
will mean my entire unit gets to shoot.
Oh, they were in range of the back model?
I think the back model was like out here.
He has to be within 3 of this guy
Yeah.
to get the buff, so. Whoop. He was up here.
And then the entire unit gets to see that.
Can edge range?
When I measure it, yes.
Okay, I'll just pull.
Okay.
No problem.
All right, so, you know what, while you're still over a 10-man, I think Vahl is going to shoot there. Cassie also kind of wants to shoot there. I'm kind of spoiled for choice, to be honest with you. I'm not really sad either way this goes. I think, are they toughness 6?
7.
7, of course. 3-up armor save.
Top flyers at T6.
But they don't have ignores any AP, so Cassie and missiles.
It's just -1 to hit.
They're -1 to hit. All right, so only one of these is going to be able to shoot down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems fairly obvious to me. So
Well, you could see what 1 does into this, whichever one you want to shoot into the plane, and then decide if you want to split.
yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to fire the top gun into the plane. We're going to fire the heavy bolters down there.
Okay.
And we're probably going to then fire everything off Vahl into
Sure.
the plane. So the heavy bolters into
1 die in there.
people in there. 3s and 3s. As I said, I'm just
Right?
3s. These are heavy bolters.
Oh, heavy bolters. Okay.
So you do get 3-ups against these because you count as in cover.
Yes.
Okay,
It's from the firepoint telemetry.
sounds good to me. So it kills 1 more. Maybe able to still see with Vahl's spear sticking straight out.
I'll just pull that model. It can't shoot at anything.
Okay,
Yes.
I can still see those 3 there from Vahl.
No, but for me.
Yeah,
I guess I can shoot I can't shoot the character this time.
you can. Yes.
Sorry. On 4-up.
Okay.
Oh, hits on 2s. That's one ballistic skill.
Nope,
Doesn't wound.
does not wound. So pull 1 more. Vahl will still be able to shoot there. Let's see what the autocannon does to this flyer.
You can shoot down here.
Yes, because Vahl's spear sticking clean out. So that is a lot of shots. It's 11.
-1.
-1, so 4s and then 4s. Okay.
You're only strength 7.
Only strength 7. Not a lot of hits. That's okay. 1. AP 1, so you're going to 4-up.
Nope.
2 damage.
Okay, down to 8.
Down to 8.
It's this one.
It is that one, yeah. So Vahl does kind of just want to shoot there. I would like to just ram a missile through and try and kill it.
You have the 6.
I do have the 6 showing. So we're going to fire everything off Vahl into there.
Okay.
And then we're just going to fire Seraphim into that squad to try and reduce it further. I'm going to shoot the Seraphim first, see what happens.
No problem, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because
irrelevant.
this doesn't change anything. So shooting Seraphim. Flamers. I could max Flamers. I have a lot of CP, but that is a route to having no CP very quickly, and I don't like that. So we are going to fire the flamers. That's going to be 6, 8, 14. And you didn't pull any of the models that I could see before, so...
No. I was trying to get the Retributors out.
5.
Now I will pull the
10,
models that are in charge range.
14, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 3s. So we're looking at 9, and then, no, 10, sorry. And then let me do the bolt pistols.
Okay, I'll just take a roll.
Okay.
So fail 4. So the
Alright.
4 models that could see you, we'll just
Yep.
take that.
But I still get to fire the rest of my unit into them. So picked another 4 up. Take those, 5 more.
5 more. Yips.
Picked
Fail.
another 4 up,
4
so that's 8.
8. So the 4 that can shoot at me. 3
3 of them do.
So 6 shots. 2s.
No longer re-rolling. And 3s.
3s. 3. These
3.
are AP3.
These are 5 up invulns. 2 go down.
Okay.
So I killed 8 there.
Yeah. So now you're out of charge range,
Very much so, yes.
and Vahl can't shoot.
Vahl cannot shoot there. No.
Pull the first 4 that were able to shoot you, and then I'll pull back 4. I just need an OBSEC unit to touch that objective. No problem.
Yep, but I feel a lot less threatened by that unit now.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Vahl shooting up into the sky. Fidelis, 2 hits. 1 wound. AP1, 2 damage. All right, it's down to 6.
And what's the AP on the missiles? Because I might
2.
reroll this.
AP2.
AP2 versus AP1.
Yes.
You'll probably hit wound, and you'll definitely use this strat. So I'll just spend my CP here because you have nothing else that can shoot.
That's correct. Just Vahl.
Okay, so I will spend it here.
To re-roll it, it's a 4 up.
Okay. Nope.
Still fails.
So just pay wound, and then fail save.
Okay, I'm just going to roll it. Rolling the first one, actually. I'll CP reroll that. I would like to try to kill this plane. 1 wound, you get a 5 up, and we're going to automatically kill it.
Does it blow up? It does.
It does.
So the Rust Stalker's right there. Take 2, so 1 guy dies, and then the other Rust Stalker unit takes 1.
Okay,
So that unit takes 1 guy dies. I'll just pull this back model.
got it. The plane goes down.
Yep.
Sounds really nice. I approve of this message. All right, so you are beaten back a little bit. You are still on an 11 if I want to try and make that. Sure. I assume you just pull one of the back models, and there you go. That's at 12 now.
Sure. I mean, if you could get through 11, no problem.
All right, so let's do these charges. I think you will, because you saved a CP, I think you are going to be able to tactical oblique to probably deny me a stranglehold and get an 8 on your half. That's a little...
Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend those 2 CP to create this nook where there's 7 models. You can't get more than...
Yeah.
You can't hit 7 models.
So I did kill a model, I did kill a unit in the shooting phase, so I get a 4.
Yep.
All right, so how do I want to do this? I did spend a miracle die in the shooting phase. If I spend both of these, then I can spend the 2 on their morale, because you did kill models.
I killed 2.
You killed 2, so I can spend that, and then I can spend the 4 on like the charge or something like that to make sure that I make it. So I'm going to get at least a 2 on the secondary. Charging here. I'm going to make you spend the 2 on Tactica Obliqua.
I just need to guarantee the 8 primary points.
So there's 7 models on the objective. I would need to kill you off in order to take it back.
Can you, how far do I need to move?
So I can charge the unit behind it if I roll an 11.
Okay. I'll accept that.
It looks like they're not on the objective. Were they meant to be?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
All 4 are?
Yep.
So yeah, this is where having 6 models is a bit unfortunate.
7.
6 models in my unit.
6.
Yeah. Because that means I can't just charge here and take it when she kills the unit.
Yep. Or you could go for the 11.
I will go for the 11.
Okay. Go ahead.
If I nail it, then C's gets to be mad, and that's what I'm here for.
I'm not a mad guy.
Aren't you?
No. Go ahead.
Ooh.
CP?
Almost certainly not. It would be dope to make it, kill your OBSEC, take the objective.
Yep.
You know what? Yeah.
Okay.
You remember when you re-rolled an 11 on me?
I do it.
And you made it?
We're on YouTube, baby.
I
Right?
mean...
Do it. Come on.
Let's go.
All right, 11.
Oh.
If it was charge, you would have made it.
If it was, yeah. So they're going to charge in there. She's going to charge in. got it. If I failed that, I would have been mad.
Oh, if you rolled Snake Eyes there.
Yeah. So we're not going to be on the terrain feature, so that when I pile in consolidate, I'm going to end up about here. Or when I consolidate, I mean. Because I'll stay at 1 inch. Consolidate, just making a little harder for you to shoot me. If you want to move up, you can, but then I do get to shoot back. And as we saw, it's been good every time I've shot you. Oh. So swinging into you, 6 attacks, 2s, re-rolling, extra hit, and then 3s. Ooh, that is very bad. All right.
So they're dead?
Oh yeah, you get 5 pinball, right?
I thought this ignored invulns.
Only if I popped the thing, and I didn't. So you do get 2 5
Oh,
ups.
did you mean to? I thought you just...
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, I didn't expect I was going to roll 5 out of 7 1s and 2s.
Okay, I thought
yeah.
she just ignored invulns. So,
Luckily, they are dead anyway.
well, she's OPSEC anyway.
She's not.
Oh, she's not. Okay.
No, she's not.
Well,
But with Tactical Oblique, there's not much you can do to prevent
you're
it.
not getting strangled anyway. So.
Yeah. All right.
It's not gonna...
So I'm going to miss Stranglehold. Seek is going to get an 8. All kinds of unfortunate.
Nice. Kill things.
I did kill something, so I do get a miracle die. And I will spend that.
On their morale?
I do want to get
morale.
2. So I'm going to use a 2 on, I guess, one of the wounds that failed. I did this out of order. I should have spent the 4 on one of the wounds.
Yeah, you're good. Just
So
explain,
4 to
explain
guarantee.
how you need to do it.
So here's what you need to do. So going through, I need to roll 6 of the 7 wounds, roll them separately, see what happens, and then decide what I want to do. So if you would have already died by then, I would have spent a 2 on it, failed to wound, it would have been all okay. If I needed that extra wound, I would have used it. So I'm just going to say I used the one that would have done
Because
that.
you need them to die.
I need them to die. What I would have done, so here's what would have happened, right? I have 7 hits. This is something that you need to do for Leap of Faith. I just blanked on it. What you do is you roll 6 of them, and I tell you take 2.
So you rolled equally.
So you would have failed, and then I would have spent the 2 to fail to wound. That's fine. I'm just burning a miracle die during the phase. So unfortunately, I didn't roll it out that way, so I'm just going to say I burned a 4.
Matter to me, whatever you prefer.
And then I'll spend the 2 on their leadership to auto pass, and that'll get me a 2 on Leap of Faith.
I need to take morale on the guys over there, their pass.
Sounds good to me.
Genius.
So there are 6 left in that unit.
They're going to auto pass, retrieve Nachman, and touch that objective.
Sounds good to me.
Like champions.
So the Seraphim should not be shootable from most of your units.
No, I'm not even really concerned about that at this point. I just need to...
I will actually stay over here. You're going to kill her in the shooting phase, so I just want you to have to send Rust Stalkers further in if you want to pick her up.
Okay. Good.
Yep.
Anything else that you need to do?
No, I think that's it. So I did not retrieve Nachman data that turn. I had to stop your advance. But other than that, I got a 2 on Leap of Faith. I missed my Stranglehold. So secondary game not looking that great. But I do have second turn, and Siegs is starting to run out of material, I think.
Yeah, a decent amount, but that Ranger unit's going to get every buff in the world. And army-wide, I'm going to go +1 save so that I can give them +3 inch movement.
I would expect nothing less.
So they'll be hitting on 3s this time, re-rolling 1s.
And they will have a 2-up.
Jack, do you get a new miracle life at the start of the turn?
Taking
I would. I do actually get a numerical at the start of the turn. That's a hot 6. Spicy.
Okay. So like I said, a retrieve Nachman over here, just walk a model to touch this objective to get my Stranglehold and points. And I'm more than 6 from the...
And so you're going army-wide +1 save. So are they -3 inch move?
Yeah, they would be, so I can't do that. No, I'm doing army-wide +1 save. Yeah, I am
Yeah.
doing army-wide. Okay, so then I can't do army-wide +1 save. I'll do +1 weapon skill is irrelevant. I used +1 ballistic skill.
And you already used +3 inch move, I believe?
No,
Oh, you targeted +3 inch move.
Yeah, so I can do +3 inch move, which I don't really want to do. Although it would guarantee the Rust Stalkers deal with it. Is there any way...
Is this objective hanging over the edge?
Yeah.
Because it's not over here. So which
I'll
one
just
do you
make
want?
it hang over.
Okay.
What do I want to do? I definitely don't want to... I need to retrieve Nachman with them.
What are your other secondaries?
Retrieve Nachman, grind them down, and Stranglehold.
How
Got
did
it.
grind do on a turn 2 for your Richard?
I got 2 kills. So you killed, I believe.
So I don't even need to do that, but I do want to kill her because...
Yeah, she'll stand back up.
Yeah,
she'll spend
she's a
to turn off invulns, and she'll go and delete a unit.
Do you have any other fight last?
No.
Okay, so then I'll shuffle up the other Rust Stalker units to do similar things the following turns.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I need to do that screen again from the other Seraphim unit, right?
Yes, because I do have one more in the sky.
So I need to block off and force you to come back over here, which you'll be able to charge onto the objective now with your miracle dice if you get a guaranteed.
Yeah, I can give them +1 to their...
Just make sure you can't do anything about the OBSEC, okay? That's what I'm going to just hide them so that they can't be declared.
Okay, you just probably have to put them like here.
I don't know.
Because otherwise I might be able to come down and shoot them with pistols or flame them or something.
Yeah, they'll just be over here.
Yep, seems good.
Cool. Just more than the distance away. The other unit is Cerberus Raiders. Probably stay there and use that as a late game piece. And then these Rust Stalkers. I'm not going to touch. I could bring them into reserve. That doesn't really help me. Yeah, Retrieve Knackman is just very hard to get a 12 on, so 8, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't have to expend extra resources. Okay, and I'm in coherency.
Okay, seems good.
Now these guys, they're probably just going to come at this angle to shoot both of those units. I'm not even going to bother about the rest of your army.
Yeah, that seems smart. Okay, so you're going to kill 2, so I would need to kill 2 to get to prevent grind, which I'm interested in doing.
You probably will. You should.
Yeah.
So they're just going to come back.
Yep. So anybody on that angle can shoot my
Let me
character.
move the Rust Stalkers first.
Yeah, the Rust Stalkers will probably be my second kill, but otherwise you give me an 8 and I have a missile I can send into you with a turn-off invulns, and it's all rough. It's not fun. And you have to use your Temper Copia, otherwise you just get made to fight last and then I fight twice and probably pick the unit up.
This is the only thing I really need it for. But unfortunately, I do have to use it, I think.
I think you do. This was trying to force you to.
Yeah, if she stands back up, it is very annoying. I could try like move blocking stuff, but let's not be crazy.
Please don't be crazy.
This unit will continue screening back here.
Okay.
Because you have one more Seraphim unit.
I do. One more.
Sorry, one guy's wounded in. That's what. A
Okay.
model died in
And a
this
model died in that one.
Yep, I've already pulled that guy.
Because of plane going boom.
Yep.
It's very hard to finish off these bricks. I've been putting work into trying to kill them, but it's very hard to finish them off. So you burned the army-wide plus 3-inch move, so that means you will not be able to do that again.
Okay.
Which is quite nice, because you're basically just using it for their move, because you have to.
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah. So it's.
Well, I didn't need to. I could walk 6. The problem is if I do +1 save, they're -3 move, and I can't target them with the ignore that.
Yeah.
So screened out over here, you have to come in front of me. Screened out there, so you have to come all the way up there.
Sounds good.
And the bomber, like I said, it doesn't really need to. I think I'll just bomb them.
You nerd.
Yeah, I'll just fly. Advance it.
Sounds good.
Board. If I don't kill them with my entire break.
Yeah, I don't even know what that would mean.
Shocked.
So 4 dice. Every 4 up is a dead model.
3.
Cool.
I couldn't see you anyway.
Yeah.
I guess 2 models could have possibly seen you.
Well, that is something that can hold an objective.
Hey, 1 model can see you because it's touching the objective in the terrain. So maybe.
Well, if you want to fail retrieve, that's fine.
No, I'm not. I was teasing.
Up to you, my man.
I could.
You really could.
I could, but I won't. And I'm 25. You're not close, right?
And they currently have +1 to saving throws, right?
Yes. They're
Okay.
just taking 2 ups. But they want to be at the angle where they're not getting. If you put the Castigator in the center, sure.
Yeah. Don't. Cassie's been putting in the Lord's work.
Pretty good against Admech.
Yeah.
I think that is good. Yep. So let's go ahead and because I just need a killer in the.
You have to kill her in the shooting phase, yes.
Yep. So we'll start shooting the characters.
I believe she's out of line of sight, because that is the line right there.
Okay, well then I need to move the unit closer.
Okay. Let me give you 26 from the Repentia, because I don't think that's something you would want to do if the Repentia would get to just clobber you.
Yep. And these guys are screening, but see how many that I can get to actually shoot that way.
Whee. So get to shoot into her. I mean, you get to shoot all of them, but in range, you're out of range by about 1 inch, so you're perfect on that.
Good on that?
Yes, the Retributors and Vahl and the Castigator will all get to shoot you if I feel like it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, but you're literally in the center of the table.
Yep. I'm just pointing out what I could do, not necessarily what I will.
Yep. That is good. And then most of these guys should be able to see her, correct?
Yep, seems good.
We'll shoot the Manipulus at her. 1 invul.
Okay.
This is the flat 3 damage one, so if you
Sure.
want to spend an invul.
Nope, I'm not. No, she is super not spending any dice.
Okay.
She's dead here. I'm debating whether I even want to stand her up, but I probably will.
I guess you didn't have to.
Yeah.
Because then they would be out in the open.
They're going to be out in the open either way.
Yep.
So.
That's fine. The unit, so the couple models that can't see her are going to shoot down this way, so it's...
It would mean your screens aren't quite as good, so let me see if I could deep strike onto the objective.
That's as far as I could have moved.
Yeah, so I can deep strike onto the objective, so I might just pull her if you...
So I can't, block it all off.
So you can't block off the objective.
Yeah, because I would also just be annoying up there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. But yeah, let's go ahead and...
But you have to bank on me spending the 2 CP, but then if you have a plan in place, I may not spend it. Yeah. And since they're plus 3-inch move, they're -1 save. So they currently have a 5-up. But they'll have a 5 pinball anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So going over here, the models that I believe it's, 10 can see her?
You can see her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can say 10 and 10 if you want.
Sure.
So they're hitting on 2s or... No, they're not, because you're going...
Threes.
You're hitting on 3s or 1s. And wounding on 3s or 1s?
Yep.
And your AP 3?
Yep.
Yeah, she's dead.
Okay.
All right. I will make the strat to gain an extra miracle die when you kill a character at the end of the phase free, so I will roll 2 at the end of this phase. Technically, she doesn't get pulled until the end of the phase, though. And then she'll fire a bolt pistol, maybe try and pick the last guy off.
Yep.
So 3s to hit.
I don't know if I rerolled that.
Okay. And then those are wounds?
Yeah.
On them?
Send to them. Yep.
Yep. So Sergeant's dead, so I'm just taking 6 up invulns. And would you be surprised if they were all dead?
Okay.
So you've killed 2 right now.
Now I can't charge the girl.
So she's going to fire a bolt pistol on death. She's using Chaplet of Sacrifice instead of activating the strat when I die. So that's where she stays until the end of the phase and then just shoots or fights on death. She's just going to fire a bolt pistol, try and pick one guy off. Because he's at 1 wound. Hits. Wounds. So you have a 5 up. Boop.
Boop. Okay.
Yep.
It was just...
If you did not
It
commit...
wasn't mortals, right?
No, it was just 1.
Okay.
So if you didn't commit the combat unit, I would have stood there, gained 8 points, and missiled into you.
Yeah, I
But
know.
because you did, I'm going to
I had to.
come down with Seraphim, and I'm going to flame them, and they have a 5 up right now, so they should all die.
They're ignoring it. I have 2 units. Oh, no. I
The
did
marshals
not.
were over there, yeah.
Well, I could because they were in the row, but I didn't do that because I wanted both of them.
Yeah.
There's
Oh, yeah,
actually-
because you're ignoring both
there's
depreciations
actually
on
one-
that.
There's actually one more model.
Okay, so yeah, 9-man? Yeah.
Should be 9, 3,
Yeah.
6, 9. Yeah.
Seems good to me.
That's the other units. Just train them properly. Okay. Cool.
All right. Question is, do I want to get my Leap of Faith this turn? It would have involved spending a 6 on one of their
You
saves.
can get to. You can use it on the round.
Well, the thing is, I haven't used any other miracle dice during the turn. So if I use
You
the
have to use
6, if I use the 6 now on one of their saves that don't matter because they've already died, I think I will actually do that. I'm going to use the 6. Weird as that is to say, I'm going to gain 2 miracle dice for her dying, 1 for sacrifice losing a character, and 1 because Chaplet Sacrifice made gain an extra miracle die when a character dies free for her.
Okay.
There's only 2 strats it works on, but it's cute. Okay, another 6 and a 3. And I'm going to use the 2 on her morale, and I'm going to get another 2 on Leap of Faith. Leap of Faith does require going a bit out of your way for.
Yeah, but you have the extra miracle dice now.
Exactly,
so
yeah.
It's a big
It is very nice.
So I'll get my Stranglehold, I'll get my 8 on Retrieve Neckmend, and Jack will get a 4 again.
Yep, this is, hopefully I can stop you from making me have any more 4s. I would appreciate that. I think this is probably the last turn.
Won't stop, Jack.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think me not being able to push you back has cost me about 8 points this game. So we'll see. I think I will be able to melt this squad, take the objective. Not much you can do about it.
No, I expected them to die regardless. Fortunately,
So I'm going to go up to 7.
I do have the 1 bomber, okay?
You do have the 1 bomber. I may not send Seraphim in there. I may send Seraphim here to kill that unit,
Finish
and
it
then, yeah,
Because, man, if they survive for whatever reason,
that would be unfortunate. And also, I can just send Repentia in. You will make me fight last, and I'll spend 2 CP and just clean you out, and that's fine.
you got CP to spend.
Yeah. The other thing is Cassie and Vahl and Multimeltas can
Or you could
probably
just
deal
shoot
with
them.
that. Yeah. I do need something to go on the objective.
Yep.
So,
the Repentia that you were going to charge.
yeah, probably.
Well, I guess if you want it, no. So if you wanted to fight on death, then you wouldn't want to do that.
We're going to give, the question is who's getting real hits and wounds. They are likely to stand still. So they will be able to shoot the entire unit pretty much, well, most of them.
Couldn't get out of that. Like I said, I wanted to
So
charge, so.
I think the unit behind is going to get,
You have 5 models in there?
yeah, 5.
One of which is the Sergeant. This is the Sergeant with
Yeah.
Tachycopia.
And the unit behind is going to get reroll hits and wounds. Cassie, it might be Cassie's time.
She's just off.
She's just off. She could also push down here and get just a narrow line of sight here. And if you want to push out in order to get line of sight, I might be able to set up charges or something.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to move Vahl up because you don't really have anything that can hit her.
And I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
Really.
So they're going to get reroll hits and wounds. Vahl is going to move up to begin threatening the objective in combat. Cassie, if you want to spend an entire turn killing Cassie the Castigator, that is your prerogative. I'm sorry, John. I can also touch here and just see this unit downtown.
Sure.
And so I think I'll probably set
Remember, they
that.
get +2 to their saves and cover.
So they'll
3 ups against you.
So 4 ups because you're -1 army wide, and then I'm AP1, so it'll take you back to a 5.
Sure.
Okay. So she's gonna touch here and just see that unit downtown.
So you're not worried about her getting tagged?
Not really, and I have a ton of Repentia if that
Okay.
eventuality comes to pass.
Fair enough.
At the start of my turn, I will also get a miracle die, which is a 1. All right, so I'm probably looking to get another 1 to 2 CP this turn. You cannot.
I just have the one obstacle model touching the very edge of that.
So I'm going to see you with double flamers.
Yep.
John, can I retrieve Knockman data and do the shoot on when I come down strat?
Yes, you can. They're both done at the end of your movement phase, so your choice on which one you want to do first.
Oh, I think I will. Yeah, I'll make my choice.
Okay, do you want me to grab, where are they?
Just going to grab some Seraphim, Zephyrim sort of models.
I got them.
So they're going to come down, they're going to flame you.
Obviously, this isn't now, but we'll just leave them over there because we know kind of roughly what's going on.
So they'll hold the objective and they will shoot you when they come down. I actually need one more model, it's just 6-man. And then they will retrieve Knockman data. They're not actually able to be on the objective, but they're going to be back here touching terrain so they can, well, you're touching terrain as well.
No, I'm just touching the outside the lip.
Oh, got it. So they're going to be here. They are touching terrain so they can see you, but they are staying outside of that unit's ability to kill me back. Yeah. There's one more model in there. I'll add it in a second. Cassie's going to be able to shoot down there, give you 5s. Vahl's going to be able to shoot in here. A bunch of Multimeltas are going to shoot in here. So
I have characters on the objective. Oh, you know me.
I'm not taking you off the objective.
That's killing. Okay.
Just killing. Just looking to remove resources, and I'm probably going to push a bunch of Repentia up to this spot to start threatening this, because I do need to start decking your points later in the game. I will get Stranglehold this turn as long as I hold this objective, which right now is not looking super fun.
Yeah, what is going to do it?
Yeah, I probably should have had something like maybe a character ready to go and get it. As it is, I don't really have anything that really wants to go get it. I think one squad of Repentia is going to throw their lives away for the Emperor. Let's.
They get an advance.
Yeah, they do get an advance. So we're going to give them +1 attack.
Or you could spend a miracle dice if you want.
+1 attack and +1 advance and charge. Got it. Before I move this unit, what would I need to tag it? I would need a 4 now. So I could spend. I'm going to spend the 6.
Is that going around them?
It is. I'm going to move them first.
Okay.
I'm going to move Vahl first anyway.
Fair.
So I'm going to spend the 6 on it. A little unfortunate, but I don't think I need it for anything. Let me move Vahl first. Vahl's just going to move up to here.
Is she going to touch?
She is going to touch.
Really?
Yes, really.
Okay.
She wants to see through. Just shoot here, any of that. And while she would be the closest, you do have to kill 8 Repentia through 5 up invulns, 5 Fulfillment Pains, and I think that's this unit's job. Because if one is left alive on the center objective, that means that if the bomber comes in and shoots them, you've already used +1 ballistic skill, so you're going to be hitting on 3s. Mm-hmm. And you're unlikely to kill all 8. If one is left alive, that unit can only shoot that one model and not Vahl. So I did burn the 6, so we are going to put one model here. We're going to put another model here. We're just going to put as many models behind terrain as possible. So if the bomber decides it just wants to shoot there, I do maybe get to conserve some resources. Would be nice. I don't know. You know how it is. you know. So this squad is going to end up moving out. So they're probably just going to melt this and call it a day. If you do anything else, then, I mean, you can, but you can.
I'm going to do it.
The other unit of Repentia is going to go 10, and they're just going to shoot clean across, stay out of that line of sight. Everyone's going to have a 5-up, 5-up, and I'll be able to heal D3 models, so I'm not super worried about the bomber on the turn it comes down. You're more likely to give me extra movement than anything else. So just staying outside of your threat range.
Famous last words, Jack.
Yeah, so even if you move 9, you won't really be able to get to that line of sight and touch terrain. Just keep them alive. Repentia Superior, also moving up. I feel like my objective here is now fairly safe, so I feel like I can move up with a little bit more impunity. Dogmata is just going to make them OPSEC as well.
Okay.
So she is going to move out here, and then the Hospitaller, just needs to get within range of both units to give them a 5-up invuln. So we're going to go right there, so she's still on the objective. It makes it very hard for you to shoot me off of the objective. This unit here is going to walk out here, like so.
This is the other Retributor unit?
Other Retributor unit. This one's rerolling hits and wounds. We'll need to put one model out of that unit here. So they're all going to trail back, like so, in the building. So that this unit's hitting on 3s, roll 1s. This unit's hitting on 4s, roll all. And then they can just shoot. Like this unit can see basically the entire unit. And then Vahl can see the rest, and Cassie can see down to that unit in there, just trying to pick up as many resources as possible.
Should be enough.
Should be enough. Shooting when I come down on this 6-roll unit in there.
So there's 6 models in my unit.
6 models, and you're -1 save currently. So we're going to fire the flamers. That's not bad. 18 shots, 18 hits.
3 to wound.
That's right. That's right. And if I kill something in the movement phase, I'll get an extra miracle die. And I've already used 1, so I'm likely to get a 2 out of this.
Yep. No, they should kill.
18, 3s, very likely 2. I'll fire bolt pistols if you live. You're +1, -1 save, so you have 4-ups.
2.
So 5, 10, 11.
3.
And then I have pistols if you live
It's
through
only
it.
11, not 12.
Only 11.
I guess 1 model's in cover. So take 5 at a time. Because there's 6 models.
Unfortunately, retrieve Knockman data is probably going to sink me here, because I think I'm going to get 4 on it.
Okay, there's 2 more models not in cover. So there's 1 more not in cover. He's dead. And then 2 left.
4-ups.
Yep.
Got him. All right, that is a kill in the movement phase. We're going to get a 2. I don't believe I've used my reroll so far, so we're going to re-roll it into a 3. Hot business. All right, so let's shoot some Multimeltas. The ones that can only see the front unit and are re-rolling 1s to hit and wound are going to shoot. Okay. And then wounding on 2s, re-roll 1s. That many?
Okay. Is that 7 or 8?
It's 7. I've only missed 1.
5-ups. Fail most of them, so
Okay.
nobody's wounded.
Nobody's wounded.
Just roll.
Yep.
1 at a time.
Kills 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think 5 is perfect because that means the next unit will get to shoot.
5 was the number that you needed to not kill.
This is the unit that is in range of just 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if I pull
So the
5,
next unit should be in
this is the
range
other
of
unit?
6, yes.
Okay. 24. That model. Yeah, you should be. Yep.
Okay.
Right there.
So I'm not going to pop a cherub.
This guy right here.
Yep. So
However,
5 die, 1 takes a
I
wound.
think if I pull these 4 or 5 and wound him, I don't know if you can draw line of sight to him with all the models. Definitely can get that one. So you can get 2.
Okay. All right. I'd rather fire 2 with full reroll hits and wounds than fire off
You have
a
to draw line of sight to the
cherub.
model
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So you've killed 2, so I've already killed 1. And if I
5.
No, I'm sorry. You killed 2 for grind.
Oh,
So I'm just figuring out grind.
Yep, so you killed 1 already.
Yep. So firing off the next squad, reroll hits and wounds. You're at 1 wound.
Yeah.
Does that matter for anything? Not really. So reroll hits and wounds. Two. All good. Fire Cherub. Because I'm not going to get a chance to pop all of these during the game on relevant targets. So kills that one and kills the next one.
Which ones? I think think if I pull this one, the Castigator can't see those two.
Castigator's touching.
Yeah, he's touching. Okay. So I'll just do that guy.
Yeah, there's 2 left.
Ooh. Okay.
No, there's no wound. You're unwounded.
Oh, because you didn't do the one. Yeah.
Yeah, because I just, the first one went through, killed the wounded guy, and then the next one. Cassie is going to fire everything down at this back squad.
Okay.
Just trying to pull up resources. And then Vahl will shoot here. I should probably fire Vahl here first. So Vahl's going to just shoot. I would love to make you spend for a morale check, but that's unlikely to happen.
They're taking 2 ups now.
They're taking 2 ups.
You
So-
could potentially do it, but you have to put every shot.
That's not happening.
If you put every shot, it's possible.
Vahl's going to fire her guns here. Any wounds I get here are just going to be cake. So 2s and 2s with Fidelis, and you get 5 ups or death. 3. Dead. So pick the rest of that squad up. And then Cassie, the Castigator, shooting downtown.
The missiles?
The missiles are going to the same target. I just want to make sure they went away.
I thought you had said.
No. I could have, but no, I didn't.
I guess you
Firing.
didn't want to split.
I didn't want to miss, leave 1 or... I want to make sure. I've already gotten 2 kills, so you're not going to get grind.
Guaranteed.
I wanted to guarantee grind it goes away.
No swingy 5 up in.
Exactly. So firing over?
No, just the Rangers.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I do need to hide the cheap units. However, putting them up here means they certainly die.
So Cassie's kill total this game has been, quite frankly, ridiculous.
Yeah, well, this is a perfect army to play against it, so definitely have to do that to get Stranglehold. Getting grinding down is going to be pretty difficult.
So you did miss grind this turn?
Yes.
Yes.
I have it the first 3 turns.
Got it.
So I'm at a 9. Like, I want to get to a 12, but...
You're at a 6.
You're at a 6, because that was turn 3. This is top of 4.
Oh, this is top of 4. Okay. I thought we were 1 turn ahead. I'm going to have 1 turn after this. Let's see, what do I need to get over here? I'm going to just do a cheeky advance on them. No. They're going to stay over there.
What were you thinking? You're thinking of charging into them? Or charging into
No,
Vahl?
just put every gun there and touch it with a model that wasn't that unit.
Got it.
I'll probably try the other unit. Yeah, I'll try the other unit.
Okay.
6.
So-
3.5 inches.
What is your army-wide doctrine this turn?
It's the, what do I have to pick? I picked +1 save already. I picked +3 inch move. So I can do +1 save or +1 weapon skill. I'll just do the weapon skill.
Okay. So -1 ballistic skill,
Yep.
which you'll ignore on the unit that's shooting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So 3.5 is down here. That's come up there. That's 2 inches. 5.
Okay. We were playing... never mind.
Oh, okay. If that is...
It says reconnection successful, maybe?
If it says reconnection successful, hopefully we're back. Chat, let us know.
That would be
The
good.
internet was not playing nice for whatever reason.
Give me a green star.
Yeah.
Green
Try
star.
refreshing the YouTube thing.
If it's green, it should be good to go. But we'll just double check in a second before we start up again.
Let's see. And it looks like we're live.
Alright, go team.
All right, everybody.
So, just shuffled up some units, sent up the bomber. It has options to shoot kind of wherever it wants.
Yep.
And it's pretty good.
Yeah, seems pretty good. Seems good. All right, you wanna hit me?
Okie doke. So we'll go ahead and activate the unit of Rangers.
Yep.
And
So they're -1 ballistic skill, but they ignore that. So they're hitting on 3s.
Yep.
You're rolling 1s.
No, I'm going to go for +1 ballistic skill because +1 save, I'm expecting them to just get evaporated.
Sounds good to me.
So I'll just shoot everything into here because it's the only
Okay.
thing I can shoot.
Yep. Yeah, the Retributors probably isn't a very
Do you want me
profitable.
to roll out all the shots?
What if I go baller on 5 ups, 5 ups?
Okay. 1, 2.
This is going to be 40 shots?
Yep.
Okay. It's actually not insane that I could potentially live with this with a model.
Half and half. 2s.
2's the what fails, I think is what he's saying.
No, +1 ballistic skill. I'm not +1 save.
Oh, 40
I have the
then...
mechanics on that.
No, they should die here. Yep, I'm good.
It's the only thing I can.
If you were missing on 2s, then probably not. I'm losing a lot of
I could
stuff.
try and split fire into the 10-mans, but that's just not how. That's
It
how
doesn't seem
that's
like
how
a
I don't do
profitable
anything
exchange.
whatsoever.
Yeah, if you leave like 4 Repentia alive, that's just a bad idea.
These models will shoot there.
Got it?
I think I have to go through the forest.
Yeah, because I'm blocking
Exactly.
otherwise.
So, no benefits, no rerolls or anything.
So your army-wide +1 ballistic.
Minus-
So
No,
you're hitting on 5s right now.
because I'm weapon skill. Yeah.
Yeah.
And 3 wounds, no immortals.
3 wounds, no mortals. 5 up invuln, and 5 up feel no pain. 2 go down.
Okay. And
Do you want to get the 2? Now I have a bunch of turns in order to get 4 more points on Leap of Faith,
you'll
so
get it. You have 4.
I'm not gonna
You have
not
this
gonna
turn.
work at it.
Yep.
So I've lost 5 out of that unit. That's the
Oh,
end
you're
of
thinking about morale.
morale. So like I spent 1 on a save. Unfortunately, if I had a 5 up, I certainly would spend 1 on a save. But because I don't, then I won't. Is that all you're gonna do? Is that it?
Yeah, you hit everything else.
Got it. Cool. So I am going to spend the 1 on morale. I don't want them to run away.
Yep.
And I will get a miracle die, a 2. I will re-roll that. 6. Blink. That is nice. I like 6s. I will get an 8. You will get your stranglehold. I assume something retrieved data over here?
No, I
Because
already
they
did
went.
that.
You already
I
did
did
it.
second turn. Over here.
Second turn. So
1, 2, 3.
got it.
I never get it.
Yeah, you're not getting that
I'm
quarter.
unlikely. I have the unit of Rust Arcus. So you just have to scroll.
So the question is, what do I want to do about this pesky center objective? I'm definitely going to slam a big unit here. And then I could probably just going to charge 20 Retributors into it and try and make it so that you can't get Stranglehold on the last turn. And you've only killed 1 unit, so if I kill 1 unit, I deny your grind.
I'm unlikely to get those points.
So I do need to make sure that I make up for my lack of retrieved data in your lack of grind, and hopefully Stranglehold. We'll see. So I think the Repentia want to become OBSEC because they could missile in and try and take this objective away. This is the last turn I can try and take an objective to affect points. I believe you've got an 8/8/8 and your alternate primary for 2/2/2 as well.
Yeah, I haven't touched your home objective.
Right, so I get an 8 this turn. I'm going to get the alternate primary. I am almost certainly going to get a 12 at the end of the game. So planning around that, I think I will probably make these Repentia OBSEC, because you are actually running very low on OBSEC if I kill this unit.
Yeah, I have the 4 models that are protected.
Yeah. So could also make the Retributors OBSEC charge and then string out and then just pile 1 model on. I could attempt to do that as well. A lot of options here. Cassie is going to be move blocked, but what I can do is if I clear this and I charge them, then the following turn, turn 5, just peek around and shoot. Not that that really matters.
No, because I can hide.
And it also is after you score your points.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So that doesn't matter a lot. I think the bomber, I'm just going to let it sit. I think that's okay. I'm just going to try and fry this. I can also just kill it.
It's not going to help me score any more points. It's
Yeah.
aircraft.
That's true. So let's do our chance.
Yeah. So you got a 2 chance.
I do not need +1 attack on them. They should kill 3 models, no questions asked. They're 2 wounds.
If they don't, I will.
Yeah. And I'm also going to res some of them. So
Yeah.
they're going to get +1 to charge. Retributors are going to get +1
Did you
attack.
gain a CP check?
I did not. I'm up to 7.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Yep.
So Retributors are going to get +1 attack. And they're going to, Retributors I think are going to get OBSEC.
Wait, Retributors getting +1 attack?
Yeah.
Repentia.
No, Retributors. Repentia should be able to kill here after I res
They're getting
models.
+1 attack.
I'm charging you 20 Retributors this turn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Oh, you really do, don't you? So, Retributors are getting +1 attack. Very easy for them. Yeah, that's super easy. I don't need it on them. I think the back unit of Retributors is going to get it, because I want to make this objective with 20 models and OBSEC and just say no.
So this unit here? The close
The back unit, because I'm going to try and probably make
What you got for us, John?
both.
We've got a super chat from Matto. Thank you so much for that $10 super chat. We really, really appreciate your support. Cheers to us for our finishes this past weekend. Matto has been feeling forced into taking R&D more than they like. Have you had any luck building for a different Shadow Op secondary? Before I let Jack and Richard take that one away, I'll say that I've been enjoying just taking Raise the Banners and just taking armies that really punish people who get near me. Frankly, I've become just sick of R&D. If I'm not playing Genestealer Cult, I don't take R&D anymore. I'm over it. I'm done. Friendship with R&D has ended.
4, 5. I'll leave him for a second. So the 4 guys.
You have to fight on death?
Yep. So 2 do.
Okay.
And they have they hit. And your T3.
That's right.
So 2 wounds.
So 3 up save,
No, yeah, no.
kills 2.
two next two. Pull two more for me. I guess pull,
Yeah, where would you like to pull them?
I'll pull these. Okay. 4 ups.
Would you like to pull from the OBSEC or the real hits and wounds?
OBSEC, please.
Got it.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So 2 guys shoot on death. 2s.
Shoot on death?
Yeah.
Oh, because you pulled out of combat?
Yeah, I pull 1 at a time.
So only 4 in combat with me?
Yeah.
Okay, and these are also on the OBSEC unit?
Yes. So 83, no cover.
Yep, 5 Mivons. 2 die. Doop doop.
2. So good on that. So 2 are dead and 3 are saved. Okay. And that means I have 1 model left in combat.
Yep.
It's good. 4 up, he's dead. Okay. So now I'll swing. I have 3 more saves left. Do they swing on death? 2 do. Okay, 2 hits. 1 wound.
1 wound. 3 up, we're good.
And
And then the rest of the saves on 4s.
Yep.
3 more go down.
4 ups to shoot on death.
2. It's very cute. So I've ended up killing 12 of the unit, I
All
believe.
hits, and 3s to wound. Reroll 1s. 3 more. 83.
So AP2 gives me a 5 up.
I guess you have 5 ups for both.
Yeah.
So 2 more die.
2 more go down.
They're on the OBSEC squad.
Yep, so there should be just the Multimeltas left on the OBSEC squad. Remember, I can give either unit OBSEC in my command phase.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so there is, and then I'm going to do my consolidations. I'm going to just tag you.
Okay.
Do I want you to be able to fight? You should have 6 left, or 8 left, because I killed 12. So it looks like there's 1 extra in here. And you will take a morale check, which you cannot auto-pass. So you're probably going to fail and probably lose more models. I'm just going to let you try and take the objective back the old-fashioned way. I think...
Yeah, I think if you let me pile it.
Actually, no, I think I will let you, because I don't want you to charge me to get on the objective.
Oh, I'm just going to walk onto it, fall back and shoot.
So if this unit goes bleh, and just goes like this, with the 3 inches, if you fall back, you will shoot me, but you won't get on the
Well,
objective.
remember, I'm piling, consolidating, and then I'm going to move 9 inches.
Oh, move 9.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, I'll stay.
I will guarantee get there.
I'll stay.
Okay. I do
So-
have to take a nasty morale check.
And so does he. I don't know if he can fail it.
No. He's eight.
Sounds good.
Unless you're minus leadership.
No, I'm not.
Okay. So those guys, I don't remember how many they lost, but
But enough.
pull 1. And just
So there should be 8 left, so now 7, because I killed 12. So there should
5,
be,
6, 7.
yep, 1s and 2s will kill.
7 now, or
7 now, because I killed 12.
so 1s and 2s, 2 more die.
It's going to be 6.
6 left.
Or 5 left, sorry. Because it was 7, so 5 left.
Yep. So just pull that guy and this guy.
Yep. So you killed 1 on your turn, and I killed 2. So you do not get grind.
Kill 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to get a 4.
Go up to 2 CP.
And I did kill a unit in shooting, which I probably already got, but it started the turn. It's going to be a 3.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you rolled it or not. I know you had 3 extra ones.
I think I
Did you kill
probably
someone in combat as well, Jack?
did not, actually. Oh, I did. No, over here.
Yeah,
over
you
here.
did. Yep. I don't think you rolled
Forgot,
4.
'cause it was a saving throw on the last roll. You still get to make the roll even if the unit's dead. So I'm going to use a 2 on that, and you're like, all right, so I've already banked 1, and then in morale, something that got chipped is going to pass it, or if you fight me in combat, I'm going to make a save. I'm going to get a 2 to a 3 on your turn. And it's just a very consistent way of doing it. In addition, a lot of armies now give up screening units, so I'm going to get a kill in the melee, a kill in combat, a kill in shooting, and oftentimes with 2 Seraphim units, a kill in the movement phase
Pretty
as well.
easy, yeah.
It's very easy to just start racking them in. As you saw when the character died, I got 2 miracle dice. If Vahl ever bites it, I'll get 2 plus D3 for 1 CP instead of just the normal 1, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
So I have enough miracle dice to really easily, as you saw, make charges and get leap of faith.
It's nice because all the nonsense dice that you get, those 2s and 3s, it's just automatic. Just throw it into whatever you need.
Yeah, 2s and 3s don't do anything.
It used
But
Yeah.
if you have leap of faith, you spend it on a saving throw that doesn't matter anymore because the unit's already dead. Done. You spend it on a morale test. Done. 3s, spend it on a save where you've already done it, or a save that like you've already lived, so you're like, whatever, I'm going to spend it on 3, I pass the save, like, cool.
super good secondary now.
Yeah, usually those medium dice are going to be on things that don't matter, right? I've shot you.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss on 2s, but I've already killed you, so I'm going to spend the 2 and miss my last shot. And it's like, okay, dope.
Yeah, and you did one of those type of things.
Yeah. So it's a very, very fun army to play, very cool army to play. Do we have internet back, John?
At the moment, yes.
At the moment, yes.
at the
Do we
moment.
have any questions from the chat?
Sorry, everybody. We're just dealing with Comcast being extremely annoying during the day.
It is. It is.
You should be able to see everything if you go back. So hopefully you enjoyed the game. I thought it was a pretty interesting one. A lot of just
Very
different
tactical.
tactical moves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Had fun there. Like I said, I think I'll just make some tweaks to this. But overall, I think the Agripinaa benefit is very good. I didn't even use 5-up Overwatch, but that was only because it wasn't really going to come up as much. But there are opportunities for it.
Great
Good
game,
Jack.
Siegs.
Yeah, so pretty happy with Sisters, right?
Yeah, they're a phenomenal army. I'm going to take them to Motor City Mayhem and
Exactly.
hope to do
I
well
think
there.
they play Games Workshop terrain very good as well.
They very well do they do very well because you
Lots
can
of
get to
launching
here.
points, yeah.
Lots of launching points.
What you got for us, John?
I do want to give a quick shout out to SF. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat.